Good afternoon, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Here we are live at Food City on Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport, getting ready for the big Funfest parade. Starts here in a little while, and Funfest is up and running. We came down Center Street, and the seats and chairs are out, the blankets are out, and Cody's first look at all this, he went, me oh my. I said, yep, it is Funfest time in Kingsport. And right outside these doors, getting ready for the Funfest parade. Starts at 6:30 tonight, brought to you by the great folks in Food City. And we say good afternoon. We're on camera. Yes, we is. Hello, America. To my immediate left would be Horace, and down there off camera, but looking pretty nonetheless, would be the one we simply call the Coachster. And so each show, as we tell you, is dedicated to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly tell you that. And, of course, on the road, we love to say John 3:16, for God so, in fact, to me, it's the center of the entire Bible. For God so loved the world that he gave, didn't have to, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believeth in him shall not perish, which means go to hell for forever, but have everlasting life. So there you go, John 3:16, our verse of the day. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you? Horace, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing good.
I'm in another food store.
Yes, you are. Horace, when we got here, we set this thing up in pretty fast time. These guys are like a well-oiled machine. He said, I'm hungry. So, okay. What might you want to get, Horace? He said, I'm in a food store. So what did you pick off the shelf here at Food City?
I have got some Snyder's sweet and saucy pretzel pieces, cinnamon sugar.
Which are very good, by the way.
Let me tell you, it's devil's candy, buddy.
I'm telling
you. Man,
it
this may
is
not
addictive.
make it through the whole show.
Yeah, so it's Snyder's sweet and salty. Let me see that bag. Let me see if I'm right when I say this. See if I'm going to tell you right when I say these are made in West Virginia. Nope, they used to be. They've been sold out. These are made in Charlotte. But at one point, Snyder's was out of West Virginia. So this is – go ahead and put them up here.
You're going to take them from me.
No, I want them to see that. Snyder's, what is it again? Sweet and
salty
pretzel
pieces.
Cinnamon sugar. Cody, what do you think? Pretty good?
Oh, baby.
All right, oh, baby.
That's all we can say.
One thing about us, we eat well. And then we have, to chase it down, we have Horace has purchased Sioux City sarsaparilla. And
there you go.
Let's see, the sugar content in these bad boys.
Cody's never had a sarsaparilla, so he's going to have one.
There you go. So
I don't get out much.
Granger County, that's all right. That's good stuff.
We drink sweet tea and eat tomatoes.
It's legal.
It's legal. That's all that matters.
What'd you see about tomatoes?
I said all we do is we drink sweet tea and eat tomatoes. We don't get out much.
Oh,
that's when I need the bell. Ding,
ding,
that's
ding,
good stuff.
ding.
Went off, forgot the bell. All right, so today, if you'll look up to the camera and see this right here, our hearts are heavy in Raiderland. Put it up a little closer. My man, we lose the guy. John Madden said he is the consummate Raider, and he was. The Snake, Kenny Stabler. In fact, there have been people, because I'm a Raiders fan and got the hair thing going, the beard, they said, you look a little bit like Kenny Stabler. I said, well, I wish I could throw like him. Here's the stats. All right, we're going to get into this. He passed away yesterday, stage 4 colon cancer. 69 years old. As he slipped out into eternity, he was listening to Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama. He's a big Alabama boy.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
He's a Southern boy, and he slipped out into eternity listening to Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. He's from Foley, Alabama. Here it is. Over 16,000 yards passing, Kenny Stabler. I'm sorry, 27,000 yards passing, Ken Stabler in his career. All right. Here is the statistic, I think. Let me go ahead and give the exact numbers. Ken Stabler, 4-time Pro Bowl selection, led the Raiders to the 1977 Super Bowl win. He was the 74 MVP. 27,938 career yards over 15 seasons. During his college career at Alabama, Ken Stabler led him to an undefeated 66 season, chosen the Sugar Bowl MVP after a 34-7 rout of Nebraska. Also ran for a long touchdown in the Iron Bowl in the rain in 1967 to help Alabama beat Auburn 7-3. All right, the guy's a 74 MVP of the league, 4-time Pro Bowl selection, took the Raiders to the 77 Super Bowl. He is not in the Hall of Fame. I didn't know that.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
Now, let me give you the statistic. John Madden said, in all seriousness, he said, of all the quarterbacks I've been around on TV and all these years with Pat Summerall, he said, if you gave me one guy to lead a team down the field, and this statistic's going to tell you why, he said, I would take Ken Stabler. He was the quarterback. He had 19 career fourth-quarter comebacks. 26 game-winning drives for Kenny Stabler as a Raider. So,
and when I think of the Raiders, and
I think of Kenny Stabler.
You think of Kenny Stabler
and Marcus Allen. That's who I think of. And even George Blanda, the older gentleman. But to know that Ken Stabler, even Gator said, Gator texted me this morning and said, "What? He's not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?" I didn't know that either. Yeah. That is a disgrace, and so he needs to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Anyway, Kenny Stabler's gone to the age of 69. Cody, is he in or is he out? Do you think with those kind of numbers, MVP, took him to the Super Bowl, MVP of the season in 74, took him to the 77 Super Bowl, 27,000 yards passing, a 60% completion rate. He throws 10, he makes 6. What do you say? You think the guy's in or not in? What do you think?
Oh, without a doubt.
Thank you, Cody.
Those are great stats, especially back in that day and time, like when your numbers weren't going to be extraordinary and stuff, but back then, that many yards in a career is awesome. So I don't see why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
19 career fourth-quarter comebacks.
Yep.
26 game-winning drives. Give him the football, he takes his team down the field to win the game. I mean, that's what you want. If I'm a coach or a general manager, Manning does it, all these other guys do it. This guy did it, and did it consistently. And, anyway, he's gone to the age of 69, and I think he ought to be in the Hall of Fame. I'll bet you'll hear some rumblings now for that to happen. So, anyway, I wanted to get that out of the way because my boys, the silver and black, I bet you they'll have a patch on their jersey this year for number 12. Even Rich Gannon said, of course, he's a former Raider who wore number 12. He said, I really didn't deserve to wear the number 12 when they gave it to him because there's only one number 12 in Raiderland. That was Ken Stabler. So quite a compliment. Anyway, we lose him yesterday at the age of 69. Stage 4 colon cancer. And so that, of course, ramps up the need for folks to be sure, in this case, gentlemen, to have their exams for that, colonoscopies. And so stage 4 colon cancer, Kenny Stabler, 69 years old. Hey, it's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again. We are here at Food City and Clinchfield Street, or on Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport. Got some specials. You boys like peaches?
Oh, yeah. I got peaches at the house now. Do we like peaches?
There you go.
Is it food, Tom?
There you go. I bring these guys.
I want to say what you'd say on when you go 0 for 5.
Yeah.
Stupid question.
Stupid question. There you go. I'm glad Horace is here today. It's good. Keep me in line. Anyway, we got some specials. We got premium ice cream, buy one, get one free this week. Doritos, tortilla chips, buy one, get one free. The South Carolina peaches, 99 cents a pound. Split chicken breast, 99 cents for a family pack. Check out the cubes, the 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, little Diet Dew action. That's looking good for my place. 2 for $11. Also, you've got the ground round for $3.99. You've also got fresh blueberries. Ooh, can Mrs. B make blueberry pancakes?
I don't think she's ever done that, but I bet she can.
I believe we need to get her. I'll buy the blueberries and she'll make the pancakes.
Well, I tell you what she is going to do for you.
Oh.
Yeah, she's going to make you a blackberry pie.
Oh.
Fresh from the blackberry bushes in my yard.
Don't get mad at me, but I'll hug her neck if she does that. Don't get mad. Don't start a fight.
She made one last night. We started digging into that thing. She said, I bet Tom would like one of these. And I says, I bet he would.
I bet you're right. Does a cow give milk? You better believe it will.
We're going to pick some blackberries tonight. She's going to make you a pie.
I'm liking it. Thank you, Mrs. B. Chocolate peanut butter silk pie here at your Food City Bakery Deli this week for $5.99. You got the Bakery Fresh Long Johns for $2.99. And you've also got the Peach Delight Cake, $5.99 at your local Food City. And so all these sale prices good through next week. And, of course, they are the sponsor of the Funfest Parade that starts again at 6:30 tonight, lining up here in downtown Kingsport. Sponsored by Food City. Starts at Clinchfield, goes down Center Street. And, of course, it's the typical parade route in downtown Kingsport. We came down center to get here.
Chairs on both sides of the roads all the way down.
People sitting out there already, which I told Cody kind of amazing to me. It's 91 degrees outside, and they're sitting out there in the heat, just kind of sipping on pop and watching, getting ready. They've kind of staked their spot for the parade. And so, anyway, they're getting ready for Funfest 2015. In fact, it started earlier today downtown. Let's see. Cody, get ready for Martinez. But before we do that, I want to tell you what I do with my little book. The booklet, here it is. Bead tosses. Let me run those down for you while we've got it going on downtown here. 2 o'clock, entertainment's going to be a magic show. 2:30 is going to be another bead toss. 2:45, Horace may be out there, the Marvel Hero Costume Contest.
Nah, I don't think so.
What would he be, Cody? What do you think we'd send him out there in?
Honolulu
the
Hoedown
Hawk?
Bowie.
Spider-Man? What do we send him as?
If we send Horace out, I think we got to send him out as the Hulk.
As the Hulk. There you go. With sarsaparilla drip down his shirt. I like that. So 3:30 is going to be a senior bead toss. Also at 3:45, the Princess and Pink Steppers. I don't know what that is, but that's what's happening.
Princess and Pink what?
Pink Steppers. That's what that says, isn't it?
Princess and Pink Steppers.
Steppers. I have no clue what that is. That's
Cloggers, maybe?
I guess.
That's a new age boys band.
Boy, I wish I had my bell. Ding. That's good, Cody.
Ding.
Entertainment tonight or this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Emily Spencer, Kylie Vaughn, and Preen's Alley. There's another bead toss at 4:45. There's another bead toss at 5:30. So that's what's going on in downtown Kingsport.
And when's the band Perry going to be here?
Next Saturday, a week from tomorrow
Saturday.
night.
Okay.
Week from tomorrow night.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, for someone who's never been to the Funfest Festival, what is a bead toss?
Bead toss, you get up on the stage and you sling
a bean.
I don't have the front page of today's paper. You throw beads out.
Yeah. Oh, a bead toss.
Bead toss.
B-E-A-D toss.
Strands of beads.
I thought you were saying a bean toss.
Well, we could.
They pretend they're in New Orleans.
Soup beans. Throw out soup beans. Have a soup bean toss.
Okay.
For Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, here's soup bean toss. Catch them, Cody. Here they come. So
that's my kind of toss.
Bead toss. Did you see that girl walk by? She was purty.
That came from Gator.
He's watching on the screen. Okay, Gator.
We were totally oblivious, Gator. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're trying to do the show, Gator. We may have to turn the camera off here. Gator's getting all worked up.
Gator's going to cut somebody.
Did you see that girl go by? She's purty. Well, there you go. All right, we got an all-star game coming up on Tuesday night. We have some guys still trying to make that roster, and we got an update. Cody, Carlos Martinez and Johnny Cueto. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Carlos Martinez, he jumped Johnny Cueto for the National League position. So now Carlos Martinez is number 1 and Johnny Cueto is number 2. Cueto led at number 1 he led it forever. But, here at the last second, the fans finally got in on it, and they've got Carlos Martinez going up hot. And he's at number 1 now. And in the American League, you got Mike Man, here we go.
Mustakis.
There we go.
Mike
Mustakis. We got him at number 1, and you got Brian Dozier at number 2. So, and the fan voting ends today at 4. So if you haven't voted and you know one of your guys are up there, go in and vote real quick.
There you go. Now, Pete Rose supposed to have informal talks this weekend or All-Star Weekend in Cincinnati with Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred. What do you think? Does he get back in? Should he get back in? Or start with you?
No.
Why not?
Pete Rose?
Pete Rose.
The guy, now, if it had been just what we knew before 3 or 4 weeks ago, I would have said yes.
Here we go.
But as a player and as a manager, he bet on baseball. Not only did he bet on baseball, he bet on the team, the Reds, win or lose. When you're a player and you bet on the game you're playing in, that's a big conflict of interest right there. I mean, you could make or break that game depending on how you perform and how you play. And if you bet against the Reds, you might throw the game just so you can win your bet. So, no, that was a big no-no. I think he needs to stay out.
All right. Cody?
I agree with Horace on that one. That's something you really, really cannot do. And then he just pretty much, he went against everybody and did his own thing, and now it's cost him. So I just really don't think he should be allowed back in right now.
Rose banned in 1989, 4 years after he set baseball's hits record, after denying for years that he had bet on baseball. He acknowledged doing so in his most recent autobiography in 2004. As he did acknowledge he did it. 74-year-old Rose is not eligible to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Manfred has given Rose, however, the commissioner, permission to go on the field before the All-Star game Tuesday night to be honored as part of Major League Baseball's Franchise 4 promotion. Rose will be out there with former teammates Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan, and also former Reds great Barry Larkin. So he does get to go out on the field in Cincinnati. The place will go nuts. Some thinks he should be in. You guys say no, right?
No.
All right. He bet on baseball. In his autobiography in 2004, he acknowledged doing so. So he did 2 things. He bet A, on baseball, and B, he bet on the Reds, right? Or against the Reds.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you bet on I haven't seen anything that exactly says he bet on the game he was playing in.
Right.
But if that is the truth, that it comes out that he was, he bet on a game that he was participating in.
What?
I'm sorry. He has great numbers, and you can't deny that. But the guy, that's wrong. I'm sorry. That is completely wrong, and that should cost him. The guy has a problem with gambling. Yeah, I bet he still does.
All right, so there you have it. We say, or they say, Pete Rose should not be in the Hall of Fame. Of course, then my flip side of that is, you look who's in Cooperstown now. There's guys have probably done the same thing, and similar or worse, I guess. I don't know if it'd be any worse than betting on your team in baseball, but there's scoundrels in there already. A lot of folks call Pete Rose a scoundrel. They're already in there. So I would almost, I hate to even concede, I might almost side with you guys. And I love Pete Rose. We used to play in the backyard, those head first dives and what have you, but playing wiffle ball. But when you bet on baseball, you bet on the sport that you're employed as, and then on more specifically, you bet on the team that you're managing or coaching or playing on. You could throw it, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I hate that because the guy's run out of time. He's, 74 years old, I believe it is. So, anyway, it's supposed to meet with him this weekend, and you guys say no, more than likely the commission will not or should not lift that ban. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right.
I would say if it had been just him betting on baseball on other games and not while he was a player, then I think maybe, well, I guess he did when he was a player, but as long as it wasn't against the Reds or for against the Reds, especially when you're participating, there's room to talk about it. But he crossed the line.
All right. It's a Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're in day number 104. Yes, and we're having a big time here. We're live at Food City on Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport. Cody, see the man over here? You can't see him on camera. See him over? He's got the green beads around his neck.
Yeah.
That's what they throw out there.
Oh, baby.
They throw them by the strands. And of course,
you want one, don't you?
Yeah.
I want one of these Food City shirts. I want one of these Funfest Food City shirts. That's what I'm looking at.
Really?
Yeah.
He wants the Food City Funfest shirt.
Hey.
What size you wear, Cody?
I wear an extra large, Tom.
You want that design right there, the Funfest?
Hey, man, you give me a free shirt, I'll take anything.
All right, here's, by the way, if you see the front of this, put that up there, horse. That is the Funfest logo. That is the official logo for Funfest. Fun is in the air, and so the T-shirts look just like that, which is it's a kind of a carnival-looking print or font. So we'll see how much these cost. Cody, what size you wear?
I wear an extra large.
All right, let's see. There's a price list. Horse, I don't think you and I go extra large. Here we go.
No, I'm a 3X, if anything, big guy.
All right.
You are too.
No, I've lost weight. Thank you.
Well, they will shrink, so you got to go bigger.
Now, if I get Horace an Under Armour shirt, it's $25. All right, what size T-shirt you wear, Cody?
Extra large.
$15. All right, 2X to 4X is $17 for the shirt, and it's right over here, right across the parking lot at the Chamber, where they sell them at the Funfest store. That's the logo, and that's what, of course, these, when you get them printed far enough ahead, I should say, they put the Food City logo or your company logo. Maybe next year we'll have the Tom Taylor Sports Show and get some Funfest shirts for the Hawaiian Hoedown boys. That'd be good?
No, this is what you wear. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, this is what you wear.
What?
For the Hawaiian Hoedown.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about that would be who we are because we're on the team together.
Okay.
Cody's now on the team.
Yeah.
And speaking of, not better timing than this young man right here sitting in. We're going to take a quick break. Speaking of the Hawaiian Hoedown boys, August the 6th, we're going to be there. We're going to be in Stone Drive here in Kingsport of the Putt Putt. Talking to Gary Taylor today. Last year, guys, we were a part of one night, or at least Horace and I were, one night, netted out $22,000 playing Putt Putt. And the man to my right here we're about to look at and visit with on camera here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, is Dan Estes, who owns Putt Putt. And we're very excited about being a part of that again this year. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're all over the world again. You make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Like and follow. Cody's going to take some pictures, going to put them on the Facebook, and away we go. So we're going to do that coming up. Quick break. We'll be right back. Dan Estes joins us talking about putt-putting. Of course, there's going to be a free night of putt-putt this week for Funfest, and we'll tell you about that. And also what we want you to be a part of, and circle the calendar, August the 6th. We want you to be on a Thursday night at Putt Putt on Stone Drive for the St. Jude's Putt Putt Golf Tournament. And you get a chance to see us in our Hawaiian attire, the Hawaiian Hoedown boys. You don't want to miss that. We look about as geeky and cheesy as you could possibly look. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to Dan right here, our first guest on this Friday afternoon at Food City in downtown Kingsport on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Friday night at 7 o'clock and you've just been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one phone call is all you have to make. It's called One and Done. You won't have to wait till Monday to turn in a claim. When you make that initial call, they begin right then to help you. They assist you in moving your vehicle to a certified repair shop, set up getting you a rental car, and informing your agent. Then the staff at Jim Klein Insurance will follow your claim through to the end. It's that easy. It's One and Done. They are your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Home, auto, workers' comp, disability, life, bonds, commercial. They can help you with any and all of your insurance needs. Call them today, Jim Klein at Jim Klein Insurance, 247-5400. Your one and done at Jim Klein Insurance in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Oil is the lifeblood of your vehicle. Blaine Turner from American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City tells us an important role it plays.
Oil's actual number one job is for cooling your engine. Yes, you have your coolant and your coolant system, but oil actually is your primary coolant system. It pulls from heat from the hottest parts of the engine, and actually, has a higher velocity than, your coolant or anything like that. So no matter, when your engine hits those high temperatures, it's able to actually pull the heat out of there and help cool. As it pulls it out, it's a lot of wear and tear on it. So it gets dirty, it gets filthy because it's pulling the heat, pulling the dirt, everything like that. So it's very important to change it at the interval that it's due. If you have a standard oil, I would suggest 3,000. If you have a synthetic, I would suggest 6,000. Now, they do make different brands that go longer than that, but get with your mechanic and let them give you the information on which oil that is and whether your car's suited for that.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City. Call today at 913-3111. Kingsport Cabinetry installs cabinets and countertops all over the three-state region. Owner Richard Isaac says there is no charge for his quotes.
All of our quotes and drawings are free. I know a lot of the national chains, big box stores and stuff, and I understand they have to charge a price to come out and measure and do a quote, but here at Kingsport Cabinetry, we do all that for free in hopes that our service is good enough. I always tell people this, Tom. I say, you can go anywhere in this town and get a product like I have, but find somebody you're comfortable working with. If you're not comfortable working with me, find somebody you are comfortable working with. But I can guarantee you we'll give you the service. We have a full shop back here that we do custom work, and I'll just move on a little bit. We get into commercial work. We do a lot of commercial work, a lot of healthcare, a lot of restaurants, banks, schools, things like that too.
Kingsport Cabinetry. Call Richard Isaacs today at 247-6134.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us on this Friday afternoon. Coming up, we'll tell you about Floyd Mayweather. He didn't do good. He got in trouble, and so he's got another fight coming up, but he didn't do good, and we'll let Horace tell you all about that coming up. Also, LeBron James re-signs with the Cavaliers for a boatload of money. And also college football, get an update from the Ohio State Buckeye camp. A little movement there at Ohio State. Of course, football cranks up here locally July the 27th. High school football. Went last night, watched the 7-on-7 passing league at the Stone Castle in Bristol, and saw Justin Bedard carve up the opponents. This guy can sling it for the Science Hill Hilltoppers. They scrimmaged, if you will, 7-on-7 Tennessee High, John Battle, and Sullivan East, and he was very effective. So a lot of teams doing that, getting ready. It's right around the corner, folks, high school football. Of course, it starts here on August the 28th. We'll tell you more about that coming up. We are joined by a buddy. We go back a long way. This guy is, well, you talk about success. This guy gets it done, I'm telling you. Dan Estes from Putt Putt with 2 locations, Stone Drive here and, oh, gosh, what's the name of it?
Bluff City.
Bluff City Highway, right? It's right beside the Blue Circle. I know that. It's right there where they make them good hamburgers in Bristol. So Dan's with us, and we appreciate him stopping by here. And, Cody, take that picture. Smilebird Dan, we're about to go Facebook on this. He's going to send all over the world. That boy, he's a camera-snapping fool. He wants to get one more over here. Cody, we'll smile. Look over here, Dan. We'll smile real big, and we'll get on. Thank you, sir. Now, Two or three things. Number one, you're in the Funfest parade. Tell me about that. Putt-putt.
Yeah, we've been in the parade every year since it started. We'll be probably the first float that goes through.
Yeah. And so what's on the float this year?
We got a portable hole.
Oh, portable hole.
So you can putt going down
That's cool.
down the highway.
How easy is that to do to putt while the thing's moving? I think it'd be tough, wouldn't it?
I'd say it would.
Yeah.
But I'll make them all sit down.
Safety first. Make them sit out, right? All right. So they're going to be in the parade. Starts at 6:30. Brought to you by Food City, which is where we are here on Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport. Then on Tuesday, part of the Fun Fest, the things you can do, it's free putt-putt night on Tuesday. Tell me about that.
It's from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday. Come out and play a free game of putt-putt. We got 9 divisions if you want to play in the tournament. And we just have a good time.
Absolutely. So it's free.
All ages.
All ages.
From 2 to 92.
2 to 92. Now, I came over the other day and shot a 50. Was that on? And we played 18. The little lady and I played 50. Or no, I'm sorry, played 18, and I shot a 50. Would that be something I would be proud of?
Not really.
Okay. All right. So maybe not. All right. So what would I need to hone my skills? I mean, I obviously want to shoot a 36, but if I'm not there and 50's not good, where do you think I need to kind of fall in at?
I'd say about between par and 40.
So
36 to 40.
If I can get a 36 to a 40, I've done good.
Yeah.
Horse, can you do a 36 or a 40 so we can win this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Cody?
Yeah, I did last year.
We didn't keep score last year. We were in a fight.
Yeah, that's because you didn't want to see my score.
We got in a fight about the third hole. We got in an argument. We didn't even speak the rest of the night. It's like a bunch of old married women. We're doing fight. Got in an argument. Cody, can you shoot 36 or a 40?
Tom, I'll shoot a 32.
Oh, he's going to shoot a 32. Now he's blowing smoke.
Say
Down on the end of the table is blowing smoke. All right, so anyway, we've got the team coming in here. Again, it's free Tuesday night, 9 to 6. Everybody plays free at the Putt Putt on Stone Drive here in Kingsport. Part of Funfest. You can't beat it. It's a lot of fun. If we get thirsty, you got vending machines there and different things to cool you down, right?
That's right.
Yep. So get over there on Tuesday and play on Stone Drive. You can't miss it. You guys been there for how many years?
This is my 43rd year.
Of Putt Putt being on Stone Drive?
Yep.
Wow. 43 years in the same spot. That's awesome. Putt Putt on Stone Drive. I love it. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, the thing about Putt Putt, and you know this, from 2 to 92, not everybody can play golf, but everybody can play Putt Putt.
That's right.
And it is a lot of fun. Even the little lady I was telling you about, she has a blast playing Putt Putt. So coming up Tuesday, it's free, 9 to 6. Now, what we want to really emphasize, because we are excited about this, we're going to be there. We got how many more? We got Weinman and Gabe and the Apester. We got 6 coming.
Gator.
And Gator. Yeah, we got 7. Actually got enough for 2 teams. I get. Will 7 be 2 teams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if the Apester's coming, she's no longer
she's
a
the coach. She's the coach.
No.
So
If we're one short for 2 4-man teams.
yeah, so she's 6. We're 6 plus her. She's the coach. The Hawaiian Hoedown boys are coming again this year, and we're going to be there on August the 6th, and it's going to be a great night. Tell us about it.
All right. It starts at 6 o'clock. Last year we had 94-man teams, 360 players. Raised $22,000.
That is net. That's take home.
Everything's donated.
Yeah. Everything's donated. St. Jude. So, again, set the evening. You got food over there. Tell us what all's going to be over there this time.
We probably got over 200 items on silent auction. We got the famous Dan Burger, seem to be world famous.
Dan Burgers?
The Dan Burger.
That'd be yours.
That's right.
In fact, they ran out last year. We didn't get a Dan Burger. We got there and we got in an argument, and we couldn't decide who's going to get a burger. And time we got done figuring out who's going to go, they were out. So
they're sirloin burgers, so fresh sirloin, plus little additives that we put into them.
Little special things.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to have any fishing rods in the silent auction?
I hope so. We do every year.
Because he didn't get the chance to bid on a fishing rod last year.
Yeah, I lost.
And I heard about it all the way home.
I wanted to win them fishing rods, them kids' fishing rods. I lost. Mickey Mouse. I wanted to win Mickey Mouse fishing rod so I could go fishing. So Dan Burgers, would you say 200 items in the silent auction?
It'd be roughly around 200 items.
Awesome. That is awesome. Again, the Dan Burgers, as you said, to feed folks. And, of course, all this is donated, so anything you make and everything you make goes to St. Jude's.
Every bit of it.
Yep. Talked to Gary Taylor earlier today. They're going to load up. If you're not familiar with what happens out there in Internet land, they raise money all year long. And then on September the 11th this year, there's a literal parade of guys and ladies on motorcycles that take the check. They leave Bristol. They drive all the way to Memphis to St. Jude's to hand the check. And last year they sent a check. You remember what? It was in $30,000+.
Yeah.
And so this year their goal is to hit the $40,000 mark. So, and they're well on their way. So August the 6th, 200 items to bid on the silent auction. You got the food over there. What kind of music this year?
We'll have Benny Wilson Band.
Oh yeah.
And Ivy Road both.
Oh, they're actually
playing together.
Oh yeah, they are awesome. Benny Wilson
So
is great.
bring your lawn chair, come out and have a good time.
There you go. Now, what was the other thing was it a half and half, 50-50 or something?
Yeah, we have a 50-50 ticket sales. I believe it was about $2,000 last year.
Yeah.
We split.
Now, how's that work?
You buy a ticket for $1 or two for $1, and half the money goes to St. Jude, and the other goes to some happy winner.
In the pot.
In the pot.
And they pulled the name, and somebody walked out of the $2,000 last year.
Well, about 1,000.
Wow. That's
There's
awesome.
2,000 in it.
Oh, 2,000 total.
Total.
They took home 1,000. That's awesome. That's been nice for what? What time does it start and what time does it go?
Tea time's about 6:30. It's $100 a team, so bring you a team, and if you can, call us
We're
early.
gonna bring a team.
We'll have you ready to go.
Yeah. And we start eating at what time?
Probably about 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Takes 90 minutes to eat. We're in the South, so we'll eat at 5 and tee it off, and then.
Well, we'll be serving food all through the tournament.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, but if you want to get there and get it going before you start, you come here about 5 o'clock and eat.
That's right.
What time's Benny and the boys crank up?
They'll probably crank up about 7 o'clock.
Yeah. I love to hear Benny Wilson sing Brown Eyed Girl. Man, you talking about
He does a great job.
Oh, he does a great job. And Ivy Road's excellent too. I mean, it's just a fun night. It's for a great cause. I know this is near and dear to your heart, isn't it, St. Jude's?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
I mean, we really work hard on this one tournament.
Yes, you do. 200 items. So give me some samples of some items you can bid on.
There's makeup baskets for women. We usually have 14 to 18 courses that donate golf to us to be auctioned off. Gift certificates to Biggie's, Applebee's, motel rooms in Gatlinburg. We've got just about everything.
Yeah. And it's, again, it's all donated. So everything, every penny you make goes into the pot to go to St. Jude.
Every bit of it.
Let's see. Last time I had these guys on, they told me, Richard Pendleton told me, or Gary Taylor told me, there's 30-some kids in Sullivan County alone using the services of St. Jude's, either in Memphis or at Niswonger in Johnson City.
That's right.
That's just in Sullivan County. So, and there's more in the other counties as well. So, yeah, it's a great call. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And so we start everything up on Thursday, August the 6th. Do we need to tell you ahead of time or just pay when we get there?
You can pay ahead of time. I mean, if you can, call us and register your team so we'll have you ready to go. But you can just come in the day of the tournament also.
There you go. So team is $400 a team. $25 a guy, right? Or person?
No, $100 a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 to a team.
Yeah.
So roughly, if we're going to pony up money, it's $25 a person.
Yep.
Come play golf, have a big time, or putt-putt. So.
And everybody walks away with the goodie bag.
Yeah, that's where it got started last year. One of us
took my goodie bag.
I took his goodie bag, and he was mad at me. That's exactly right. That's how it got started. You give me some taters. Yeah, he got jacked up because I stole his goodie bag. Wait a minute. I took his goodie bag. He said I stole it.
No, you said it right the first time.
I went home with 2 goodie bags. That was
there was
great.
something in that goodie bag you wanted.
And I took the whole bag, and dared you to take it out of my hand.
Well, they're a good
Oh,
goodie
they
bag.
are good.
They got a lot of good stuff in
Yes,
it.
they do. So we appreciate you. Now, for folks out there who just want to go out and play putt-putt in general, what are the hours of putt-putts?
We open at 9 o'clock every morning and stay open about midnight to 1 o'clock every night. Open up at 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Cody, does your lady friend, your sweetheart, does she like to play putt-putt?
Oh, man, we love playing putt-putt.
There you go. I'm going to bring him over and let him play putt-putt. So him and his little honeydew.
Well, good.
Yeah, he's in love and he's all shook up. So I'm going to bring him over there. So that's right. That's what got that started. We argued all the way back home. Fussed. We wouldn't speak to each other. Remember that?
Yeah, there was something in that goodie bag. There was some sort of sweet, candy bar or something.
Some granola. I don't know what it was, but I took his bag and we didn't talk the rest of the night. We was pouting, stubbed up. It's a blast, folks. I'm telling you.
Took my goodie bag.
Please circle your calendar. August the 6th, come out and play putt-putt. Again, as Dan said, from 2 to 92. It doesn't matter. It's for a great cause. It's for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And, Gary Taylor and Richard Pendleton, those guys, when they make the trip down there. Have you been to St. Jude's?
No.
All right, they say when they go in there, it's just, it'll break your heart, these little kids. So.
And if you can't bring a team, come on out, and we'll put you on a team.
There you go. Just come out. That's the main thing.
That's right.
August the 6th.
You won't be disappointed.
No, you will not. I promise you. Did you not have fun last year?
Oh, I had a great time.
We had a blast.
Especially watching you on your belly.
Yeah. It got so bad. Now, don't tell it in front of the guy that owns the course. It got so bad because I was shooting so poorly, I finally said, what the heck? I lay down on my belly like a cue ball and try to put it in the hole. And
we didn't get a picture of that, but if we do it again, we will.
And we dressed right, too. We came all in Hawaiian shirts. And
I remember that.
Yeah, so... In
we
fact,
stood out.
We parked across the street. We came across the street. The place it's kind of part. It's like, who are these knuckleheads, all dressed with Hawaiian shirts on? So, but we had a good time. That's the bottom line. Dan, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you for what you do, and
you do a great job.
You do as well. I appreciate you and Marcia and what all you all do to give back to the community all the time. And we'll see you. I'll talk to you before then, but we'll definitely see you on August the 6th.
Well, thank you.
Yep, good man. He is awesome. Quick break. We'll be right back. We got to tell you about Floyd Mayweather. He's not very smart. He did something not very bright. The world welterweight boxing champion of the world. He did not do good, and we'll tell you what he did wrong, and also how he's got maybe one more fight. Horse has got that story for you coming up next as we roll along here at Food City. Rolling on. Food City on Clinchfield Street right here on day number 104 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Kingsport Cabinetry installs cabinets and countertops all over the three-state region. I asked owner Richard Isaacs, is there a template or is the sky the limit?
Pretty much the sky's the limit. We have a very good drawing system that you come in, tell me what you want. If you have a set of house plans that you're working with, you're building a new house, we can take it off the house plans, we can draw it up, do you 3D drawings where you can see exactly where all the doors, the drawers, the color of the cabinets, kind of get close to the color of the countertops in your drawings. Go over that with you, then you can say, well, Richard, let's change this. I'd rather for that door to open the other way, or I want that cabinet to be bigger, that cabinet to be smaller. We can customize it to your needs. You know, it's all about what the customer wants. We want them to be happy when they leave here.
Kingsport Cabinetry. Call Richard Isaacs today at 247-6134. At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE master technicians here. With the ratio, it goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Jim Klein at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance wants you to picture this scenario. You get up, you go to work, come home, eat dinner, and play with the kids. You have vacation plans. You want to send the kids to college. You're putting back money for retirement, things we plan for every day. But what if one day you don't come home? Have you planned for that? If you're not here to earn the income, how will these things be paid for? Is your employer going to continue to pay your spouse your salary? Will the mortgage lender still want their payment each month? We hope this doesn't happen to you, but unfortunately it does happen. In fact, it happens to folks every day. It can be financially devastating. They didn't have a plan, but you can. They can customize a life insurance plan to meet your needs. Call them today, Jim Klein at Jim Klein Insurance in Kingsport at 247-5400. 247-5400.
We're back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Day number 104. 15 states, 5 countries, as we are. We're going to be joined by our buddy Dr. Barry Walton coming up in a few minutes. He's wolfing down lunch. He's come down on his lunch break, and I appreciate that. Just take your time, sir. Although if you stay there for very long, that meatloaf, you turn your head, cowboy, that meatloaf is mine. I'm just going to tell you right now. So that looks good. Macaroni and cheese out of the deli here at Food City. So while you're eating, I'm going to let Greg Taylor jump in here real quick and talk to us. One of our other great sponsors. I brought my drumsticks. Bracken Pavement gave me, wait a minute, watch this.
Don't give up your day job.
What do you think? He's give him some sound.
There we go. He just showed you up.
He played drums for a living. Okay, put the sticks down, okay? Put the stupid things down.
Now, don't ever pick him up again, Tom.
Put the drumsticks down, please.
Here, take those, Cody.
Oh, me, oh, my. You want to get him playing? Get him playing the drums and put it on Facebook. We're going to send this all over the world. Let him do it again, Cody. Do some drumming.
All right, right here. We got the hi-hat right here.
There you go.
There's the hi-hat.
Right there.
Yeah, the hi-hat. I love it.
There you go.
We'll end there.
There you go. How about that? Good stuff. Again, we're live here at Food City in Clinchfield and sponsor the parade. And we're joined by Greg Taylor from Center Street Wealth Management Group, Wells Fargo. How are you, my friend?
Doing well. How you doing, Mr. Tom?
Good. You've had a great summer. Been busy. Been all over the place. Been vacating and having a big time, right?
Absolutely. Been a busy summer.
Yep.
It's almost over.
It is hard to believe it is almost over. You're exactly right. And I know you're involved heavily in the Science Hill Marching Band. And what's going on with the Hilltopper Marching Band right now?
Right now, everything preparing, getting ready to start gearing up for band camp, which starts next week. They've already had some things going on, leadership classes, all kinds of things for the upperclassmen, getting ready for that, registration, everything coming up next week. The band just purchased a huge new tractor trailer for just continuing to grow. The band's getting larger. The show gets bigger every year, so needed a new truck, so just got that. And that takes a lot of money, along with everything else, new equipment, new band instruments, etc. So lots and lots of money to raise and all that good stuff. So, but gearing up right now for the show, and as soon as the show is over in the fall, after football season, go into concert season, but there's work behind the scenes getting ready for the very next marching season, writing the music, laying out the show on the field and everything. So it's a nonstop process, a lot of work behind it, and it takes a lot of money to run it, so it's constantly raising money, and so lots of good things like that going on right now. And then, like I said, the band camp's starting up, and they'll be out in the heat and working hard.
Football starts August 28th for the Hilltoppers. Again, they'll take on the Elizabethton Cyclones. There is no open date. Their open date's the 21st, which I thought was interesting. Stacy and the Hilltoppers run straight through this year. There's no open week for Hilltopper football, except the fact they start a week later than everybody else. So that'll be the first chance you get to see the marching band. Ballpark number of youngsters in the Science Hill Marching Band.
Oh, gosh, not definite numbers, but right around 150, I think, for the marching band that'll be on the field for football season. It fluctuates between the different seasons, but that I think somewhere right around that number this year.
Does that include the flag corps? Don't know.
There's no, it does not, actually. I think
okay.
Why does that matter? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the total number of people in the field, it can look like it's 200 people.
This is true.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Horace.
I think they're at another 17.5 just for Horace.
There you go.
I love it.
There you go. So anyway, the marching band, and I dare say there's probably going to be a Taylor or two out there on the field this year for the Science Hill Marching Band. And I want to brag, of course, the obvious, a lot of school systems start cutting bands and orchestras and the fine arts, and to our credit here in the region, Kingsport City doesn't, Johnson City doesn't, Bristol doesn't, Elizabethton has a fantastic marching band. A lot of the county, I know South has a great marching band, so I always appreciate the fact that these school systems understand the importance of the band, and they don't cut them or eliminate them. I always think that's a neat thing.
Well, and that's true, but they are limited, just based on what they can do and on the budgets they have and the money that they receive. So all of those systems you just mentioned are still very dependent upon fundraising. So, when you see, and it's not just the bands, it's the football team, all the sports, everything. When you see a kid out there selling something, whether it's a card that I know the Rebels and the Hilltoppers right now are selling their cards with their discount cards for $10 a piece. When you see them out there selling those, please buy one. The band members throughout the year doing different things. Will be fruit sales in the fall and winter from all the local bands and everything. And all of those monies are required to operate. I mean, you just cannot operate on just what they get from the school system alone. So to have the outstanding band programs like Dobbins Bennett has had for many years, like Sullivan South, Science Hill, Elizabethton, it takes all that money and more. So lots of things going on to raise money. Science Hill now has a band festival in the fall. that has really cranked up and done well the first 2 years in existence. Daniel Boone has had a great one. I know Dobbins Bennett has had one in the past. Don't know if they're currently doing one or not, but just all kinds of different things to raise money throughout the year. And again, it's not just the bands; it's also all the sports programs. So something my dad taught me: when you see a kid out there working hard and raising money for an organization he's involved in, you stop and give him your attention and give him your support.
We're talking to Greg Taylor from the Center Street Wealth Management Group, Wells Fargo. And, again, always appreciate him coming by. Here's one of our great sponsors on the show, obviously, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Now up to 15 states and five countries, Horse, we've had response from?
Oh, we've had a few more.
We have?
United Arab Emirates was in there, and I forget.
Who?
United Arab Emirates.
The United Arab Emirates. I can't even spell that. I guess that's in the Middle East. Where else? So we're up to 6. Where's it?
I'll look it up here in a second.
Yeah, so we're up to 6 different countries.
Roughly between Fall Branch and Bulls Gap.
There you go.
That was good. Go to Fall Branch and hang on a sharp left and go straight. So,
yeah.
Neat stuff. We're talking to our buddy Greg Taylor. Also, we had Dan Estes in a few minutes ago. Let's talk about the St. Jude's Putt-Putt Golf Tournament August the 6th. They took home one night, 4 hours, $22,000 they raised for St. Jude's. It's coming up on August the 6th. I'm making a plea for everybody to come over there and play putt-putt here on Stone Drive in Kingsport for a fantastic cause.
They do an excellent job. And of course, my brother's involved with that, and they've just continued to build on that and build and build and build. And it's obviously for a great cause. For kids, you can't say anything more than that it's a great cause. But they do the golf program or the golf tournament in the spring. Then they do the putt-putt coming up here, I guess, in August, and just a huge crowd. Of course, I was there last year and saw you guys in your outfits, we'll call them.
There you go.
I think that's what he was wearing last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, he ain't washed it yet. He's still been wearing it. So.
Yeah, right. Lithuania was the other country I was thinking of.
Who?
Lithuania.
Hello to Lithuania. All right, good. We'll take it. So
big crowd there, as you know,
yes.
And the silent auction and all those things. So they did a great job and continue to do so every year.
All right, 2 sports stories I want to ask you. We're talking about Greg Taylor again, or talking with Greg Taylor from Center Street Wealth Management Group, Wells Fargo. We'll let him plug that here in just a second. Pete Rose, Hall of Fame, yay or nay? What do you think?
That's a tough call. As a kid, Pete Rose was one of my heroes.
Me too.
But if he did wrong, and there's rules. So if the rule says if you're ousted and you can't be in the Hall of Fame, then you can't be in the Hall of Fame. So as sad as that is, but if it's entirely based on your performance on the field, then I think he needs to be there.
Kenny Stabler, lost him yesterday, 69 years old, 74 MVP, took the Raiders to the 77 Super Bowl, 19 career fourth-quarter comebacks, 26 game-winning drives. He's not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Should he be?
Absolutely. I was there, watching him as a kid, and the snake is the snake, and no matter who he's playing for, he put on a good show on the field. And I was reading something briefly last night after I first found out he had passed away, and talking about a comeback performance for Alabama against Tennessee in like 1966 or something like that, and in the fourth quarter, and a talent like that, and somebody that's just a great guy and fun. He and obviously very talented. So yeah, he should be there.
He slipped away. His family said yesterday, listening to Sweet Home Alabama. Leonard Skinner. He's an Alabama boy, and that's what he left us, heading on to the other side, listening to Sweet Home Alabama. So, again, Kenny Stabler, 69 years old. Center Street Wealth Management Group. Tell me about Wells Fargo real quick, can you? Or will you? Or don't have to be real quick. Just tell me.
Yes, sir. We have been busy. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary being there on Center Street on July 2nd. So, been there a full year. We've been remodeling the offices over the last couple of months. Seems like 20 years, but anytime you're in the middle of a remodeling project. But everything we're about 95% complete. They're in there finishing up some things today, as a matter of fact. Great location there, 125 West Center Street, the corner of Center and Shelby Street in downtown Kingsport. And today we have a fantastic view of all the people out with Funfest Mardi Gras and setting their chairs up and getting ready for the parade that begins at 6 o'clock. Chairs have been out there since about 5 o'clock this morning, if not before. But always everybody, wants to come and see the Funfest parade, so we're in a great location for that. Helping a lot of people. It's been exciting making the move. A lot of good things have happened since we moved over there, and just pleased to be there, and would encourage anyone who needs some assistance with financial planning, with their retirement, education planning, whatever it may be, estate planning. Give us a call at 423-765-1000. Again, that's Wells Fargo Advisors, Center Street Wealth Management Group, 423-765-1000.
Looking forward to promoting everything we can with you. I know you're going to be very busy helping with the fundraising and Science Marching Band, so we're going to help you all we can to get the word out about whether it's pancake breakfast or car washes, whatever. Of course, we'll do that with all the schools, but I know in particular, since you and I are buds, that I'm going to help, and you're going to get it to me, and I'm going to pass it on to the folks and get the word out there about this Science Hill Marching Band of Carson Vermillion. He does a great job, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. With an organization like that of any size, it takes a lot of coordination. You have to have a director that's can motivate kids and parents and keep things moving. You got to keep everything moving. You got to keep all the fundraising going. You got to, there's so many moving parts. You got people that help you write music, put the field show together, all those things. And it's not just the 2 weeks in band camp or 1 week, or depending on what school you're at, but lots of things going on, and got to be able to keep things moving. So he does a great job. Got a great band booster organization there, and I'm been very much involved in that, and so we'll keep you posted on all the different things coming up over the next few months, fundraising and other fun events as well, and let you know what you can do to help. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Just don't pick my drumsticks up again. Okay, that was embarrassing. I was over here, and you just made it look very easy. Of course, you used to drum. Tell the truth, you were a drummer in a country band or a rock band for how many years?
Well, obviously started off in school and went through this, the school band program, and then after that, couldn't get rid of the bug, so played in a local group here for about 20 years until our twins were born, and then sleep deprivation took over.
What was the name of the band?
Southwind.
Southwind, there you go.
Yep.
All right, good play. What was the favorite song you liked to drum? When they said on the sheet of the song list, man, I like that one. Which one was your favorite, or one of your favorites?
Oh gosh, it's hard to say after over so many years. I don't know that I could pick one.
In-A-Gadda DeVito, Iron Butterfly.
There
maybe?
You go. Yeah, right. Yeah, right after Willie Nelson, go kick right into In-A-Gadda DeVito, and just wear it out.
Iron Butterfly, Willie Nelson, and Slim Whitman. You can't beat it. There you go. Hey, give me some taters. You're
yes,
awesome.
Sir.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for having us over.
Oh, absolutely. Love this guy. He's a good one. I blocked him because he was sitting over here, but you could see his smiling face, and we got him on Facebook. We'll take a quick break. We're going to come right back. We still are going to tell you about Floyd Mayweather. He didn't do very good. We're going to tell you about LeBron James. He did real good. Signed a new contract with the Cavaliers. And what was the other sports story we had? There was another one we were going to tell you about.
Miller.
Oh, yeah, Braxton Miller, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I've got the quiz show. I'm asking Huey and Dewey over here the quiz show today. And you're going to hear a big fat boom and come up in a few minutes because they will not go 5 for 5. I am so confident. I'm going to let them tag team me and do the quiz show together. It won't matter, I promise you. And
bring it on.
Bring it on. Quick break. We'll come right back. This man right here is finishing his deli lunch from Food City. He is the one, the only Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medismart. Make tracks to Max. We came down Center Street. You talking about a beautiful building with a lot of brick on it. The brand new store, or brand new Max Medismart that's rapidly going to be done here very soon or in the not too distant future. We'll let him tell you all about that. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We are wrapping up hour number 1. Again, starting in August, we'll go 3 hours. We have to get everything in. And so starting the first week of August, we'll go noon to 3 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll be right back after this. You are watching us and listening to us from Food City and Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport on the TTSS.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Wait a minute. Look like Forrest Gump with the drumsticks. Holy smokes. Good afternoon to you. Back with hour number 2 of the Tom Dillon Sports Show. We're live here at Food City on Clinchfield Street. And let me get down a couple of specials here. Man, I got more papers. Horace, did you take the sale paper?
I haven't touched anything.
Thank you. It's over here.
Except for drumsticks, which I should have kept.
You should have taken them away, yeah. Food City Premium Ice Cream, buy one, get one free this week at your local Food City. Dorito Tortilla Chips, buy one, get one free. Jack's Pizzas, frozen pizzas, 5 for $10. Going to be grilling out this weekend. You would want to look and see Food City Fresh, 85% lean, 15% fat ground round, $3.99 a pound. Also, Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for $11, including Diet Dew, which, of course, the man's going to be in that ride next month at Bristol, the 88 car of one Dale Earnhardt Jr. So, anyway, that's 2 for $11. Those are some of the specials going on. Again, the parade being brought to you by Food City. They're sponsoring it. It starts at 6:30 here in downtown Kingsport. We're joined by our buddy, Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max, and you do. And good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
You were killing me a second ago.
With the meatloaf?
Oh,
man, it smells good. Oh, it's killing me, too.
Made my pretzels look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about a Food City special now. Their delis rock.
You got that right.
And had a great meatloaf, some soup, beans, and cornbread.
And macaroni and cheese.
And macaroni and cheese. So I'm a happy boy.
It didn't cost a fortune either, did it?
No, it did not. It was very affordable. Used my value card and ready to rock and roll.
Which one is he? Give him a little bit more smoke. I want to hear those golden tones. We're talking to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Funfest, of course, born and raised in Kingsport. Some folks outside the area, Cody's, we're kind of acclimating him from Granger County to Funfest. And folks may not understand this is a huge thing for the city, for the region. Folks that lived here come back here for vacation, make it this week to come back home and reconnect with folks. So it really is like a big old homecoming every year, isn't it?
It really is. And, this is the 35th year for Funfest, so that's a big deal. One way that I can keep up with that is, I just got through having my 35th high school reunion. So that's a pretty big thing. Ever since I got out of high school, they started celebrating. So that's always a good thing. And tonight we get to celebrate even more because Scat Springs is going to be the kickoff concert on Broad Street for this, and he's one of my classmates. So looking forward to seeing Scat down on Broad. He can really sing, Tom. He's down in Nashville. Not only can he sing, he had a brother that unfortunately passed away soon after graduation.
Oh.
He could sing as well.
Look that way. Get your picture. There you go. That's Dr. Walton going on Facebook. There you go.
And also, he has a daughter. Actually, has a couple of daughters, but one daughter in particular, Candace, has been singing professionally for a while now, has her own record label. So just a very talented family. And Scat, of course, also still holds some track records at Dobbins Bennett, some hurdles.
Really?
Yes. So, since 79. So that tells you he was a pretty fast fella.
Heck of an athlete.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. We're talking to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Again, we're live here at Food City on Clinchfield Street in downtown Kingsport. Of course, he's one of our great sponsors and joins us each week with a live visit. And he's got supplements here across the table. And take it away. What are we going to start with first?
Well, Natural Factors, Tom, 20% off for this entire month. Probably one of our best sellers in the whole store is the B12, which is a vitamin that people use for energy, for brain function. Don't we all need that? It's a great little chewable tablet. What they have is the methylcobalamin, which is the more bioavailable form. Most times when you get vitamin B12, you're going to see the product name called cyanocobalamin, and that's what's in the injectable. Unfortunately, when you take that by mouth, your digestive system kind of takes its toll on that. You don't absorb as much of it. They found that using the methylcobalamin form of vitamin B12, you get more into your system orally. So that's a good thing. You don't have to worry about needles if you have a phobia of that, or you don't have to worry about coming back every month to get your injections. You can just take your daily chewable tablet, keep it under the tongue. It's a quick dissolve tablet, and that way it's more biologically active. So that's if you need, worried about your brain function, worried about your energy levels, that's one way that you can address that issue. Another thing we're seeing is a lot of people with pain and inflammation, just part of the wear and tear of everyday life. And what Natural Factors has with that is the curcumin rich, and right now they got the double strength theracumin, 600 milligrams per capsule. It's good for pain and inflammation. Actually, it's based on the herb that makes curry. So if you are a fan of Indian food, you'll know what curry is. But this is one way that you can get that into your system and help your body's natural inflammatory response. So that's a good thing as well. Coenzyme Q10. A lot of people don't understand the way that works. It is actually a thing that your body naturally produces. And the problem that we have with things like this sometimes is when we get on medications, it can cause nutrient depletion. One of the things that if we are on medications like statins for cholesterol, it also depletes your system of coenzyme Q10. So when that happens, you can have more cardiovascular events. Not a good thing when you're trying to prevent that with the statins. Unfortunately, one of the byproducts of that can be you're going to cause more cardiovascular events. So we want to make sure we supplement with coenzyme Q10. A lot of physicians in our area for years have recognized that fact before it became more in vogue. But we've been kind of ahead of the curve in that regard in this area. So the coenzyme Q10, high strengths, up to 100 milligrams. We have up to 400 milligrams. But you can get that at Max Medicine Mart from Natural Factors, 20% off this entire month. And, of course, every man's friend, Minisense. That's for women. But, of course, if you're a man, you want your women to be happy. You do not want them to have hot flashes or night sweats.
I need to take that home.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I tell you what. We might be able to make a deal. You give me some Granger County tomatoes, and I'll get you some Natural Factors.
Granger County tomatoes.
We're bartering. Barter right here, baby. But the Minisense is a menopause formula. It helps. It's a natural support formula for hot flashes and night sweats. Of course, one of the things that you see most in most of those formulas is based on black cohosh. This is the same. It does have black cohosh. It also has chasteberry, dong quai. So it kind of merges some of what we know about Western medicine and combines it with Eastern medicine. So that's a good little mix there, and it has been proven to be very effective. That's one of the big sellers we have for people that are going through the change of life. I had a lady yesterday that said that, I used to have like a hot flash every now and then. She said, I counted them yesterday, I had 6. When it's 90 degrees outside, Tom, you don't want to have hot flashes.
No.
So she was coming in wanting help badly, and hopefully we've gotten her some help. So if this works for somebody that has hot flashes, that's great. The great thing about being at Max Medicine Mart is if it doesn't work, then we can talk to your physician and talk about compounding something for you as well that will meet your hormonal needs to get you through those awful hot flashes that can just kind of take its toll on you. Like I said, 90 degrees and hot flashes are not a good combination. So all those things are things that we can help you with at Max Medicine Mart. One of the things that we have, too, with our unique situation of having good food grocery inside of Max Medicine Mart is if you are on medications, you can tell us about that. We can talk to you about the side effects that can come with those medications that you take, and if it is safe for you to take these supplements with the medications that you take. We do a lot of consultations with our patients and customers on that very topic, making sure that what you are taking is not actually hurting you. The first thing we want to do is make sure we don't do any harm. So that's what we do with Max Medicine Mart. And Natural Factors, 20% off this entire month. You're going to get some great deals at Max Medicine Mart.
Absolutely. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. We got some other topics. We want to talk about the water. It's going to be another hot week with Funfest and just being out across the region, not just in Kingsport. Talk to him about that coming up in a moment. Sports, all right. We'll ask you the same question. Pete Rose, Hall of Fame or not in the Hall of Fame? What do you think? In. Why?
Because of what he did on the field and the hypocrisy of Major League Baseball and putting other people in the Hall of Fame, and on what they didn't do, what they did do maybe off the field. We've got people that have done multiple drug offenses that are in there. It's just, it's mind-boggling. But between the lines, I don't think there was a better player out there than Pete Rose. And I will be honest with you, I'm not a big Cincinnati Red fan.
Yes.
But I loved the way that he played the game. It was all out all the time, never took a play off. You knew what you were going to get when you saw Pete Rose play.
So the argument would be he did, however, bet on baseball, bet on the craft to which he worked at, and apparently there's even been sources saying he bet on the Reds baseball. So, and my point was, as I said earlier in the show, there are other scoundrels in the Cooperstown Hall of Fame that have done as bad. I mean, I don't know if it can get any worse than betting on your own team, but there's not a lot of choir boys in that Hall of Fame, and that's just by the nature of the beast. So I see arguments on both sides. I tend to skew. Well, earlier I said I tend to skew not to let him in, but you're right. Between the chalks, he got it done, and what he did outside the chalks. Yeah, I mean, I see arguments on both sides. All this leading up to the fact he's going to sit down with the commissioner this weekend in Cincinnati and see if he can't get back in his good graces with the new commissioner. And what do you feel like he'll do? What do you think the new commissioner will do?
I think it depends on what Pete does. I think if Pete comes clean and tells people, what I did was wrong, America is a very forgiving country. And we've proven that over and over and over again. So I think if he comes clean and says, yes, I did this, and yes, I'm sorry, and if the commissioner feels it's heartfelt, I think he'll be in there, or at least eligible. We'll see what comes with that. There's a lot of difference between eligibility and actually being in there. But I think just based on his statistics, it's hard to keep somebody like that out of the Hall of Fame. And I think baseball has kind of bent over backwards in the past few years trying to do just that. And I think it's almost to the point where it's been a vendetta instead of, having the actual facts. Because a lot of these things about him, the new evidence coming out now that him being betting on his own games and things wasn't available when baseball made this decision. And, of course, the hardest thing in the world to do is say, I was wrong. And it's no different from Major League Baseball. So if they do decide to let him back in, I think it's a good thing. He has spent a great percentage of his life on the outside looking in. I think that's punishment enough at this point. It's not like he was out there killing people. It's not like he was out there, snorting up half the county in his nose or something like that. This is just, he did do something wrong, and if he'll take ownership of it, I think Major League Baseball will let him in.
Horace and I got in a pretty heated argument the other day on the Tom Taylor Sports Show regarding the All-Star game. Alex Rodriguez, should he be in and should he be not be in on the All-Star game roster? My argument was he should, because between the chalks, first 83 games this year, he's batting 40 years old. He sit out a year. You and I have played sports. You sit out a year, you lose all your timing. And so this guy at 40, even if you've been in there every year, to be 16 homers, 47 RBIs, batting .284 in the first 83 games of the season. Between the chalks, the guy needs to be on the All-Star team. Horace disagreed, and I said he should have been. And so we got into it was a happy, healthy debate, but he said no, and I said yeah, because you said because he hasn't confessed he did it, right?
That's right. I mean, the guy. You want to turn me up some more?
Yeah, I want to hear you.
Well, why don't you turn yourself up? There you go.
Okay. Why'd I bring him into this? Okay. Go ahead.
A-Rod broke the rules.
Right.
He used performance-enhancing drugs.
Right.
Now, yes, baseball banned him for a year.
He served his time for a year.
But he has yet to admit that he even did anything wrong.
But he served. Here we go again, Cody.
I don't care. I don't care.
He served his time.
If you're going to reward people for bad behavior, and not even at the expense where they don't even admit what they're doing. I mean, what makes you think he's not going to turn right around and do it again? I mean, He's not sorry for what he did. So until he's apologetic and shows some remorse for what he did, he doesn't deserve to play on the All-Star team.
All right,
but he's supposed to be a role model.
But he paid the price. He set out he set out a year. Pete Rose has certainly paid the price, as Barry said. He's been banned from everything with baseball. So I think they've served their punishment. This would be my take. Cody, what's your take?
I mean, I'm both ways with it because, I mean, I agree with Jim also. He's supposed to be a role model. So, when he goes out and does all this stuff, it's not really a role model material. But at the same time, he served his time. So I feel like he should get like his time back and everything to do what he needs to do. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Let our guest be the deciding vote. Alex Rodriguez, 284, 16 home runs, 47 RBIs, first 83 games of this season after sitting out a year. You know this, playing at 40, you're long in the tooth anyway. To have those kind of numbers, whether you have played or sit out a year, I mean, that's pretty impressive stuff. I say he's not going to be on the team. They're not going to find a spot for him. I say they should have found a spot for him, and you have the last say. You say?
I think he should have been considered. And that'd be my question. Was he considered?
Yeah, he was considered, but Ned Yost said didn't have any room for him on the roster.
Okay, then I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But if he's considered, then that's as good as it gets. People can differ about who's more worthy, and that's fine. But as far as my opinion of it is, he should be considered. That being said, I'm not a big A-Rod fan. I understand I understand everything.
There's your decision.
Yeah, I understand everything. Both sides. I see him, but he's not one of those people that make you feel warm and fuzzy.
Before we get into the water, that you can get a good food grocery. You're a big Alabama guy. We talked earlier in the show about losing the snake. This guy, a heck of a talent, and he lived life to its fullest. He had a big time, but he was John Madden, what a compliment. All the quarterbacks Madden said he's been around coaching, been around with Pat Summerall all those years they covered on TV. He said if I had one guy to make a drive, take him down the field, he didn't say Montana, he didn't say Elway, he didn't say Manning. He said Kenny Stabler. 19 career fourth-quarter comebacks, 26 game-winning drives. Enough said, and he was an Alabama guy, and you're a big Alabama guy, and he did the Crimson Tide well, didn't he?
Oh, very much so. Foley, Alabama native, and it's also, as he leaves this world, it's a great reminder to everybody to make sure you get your colonoscopies done. He passed away from complications of colon cancer, so it's something for most folks that is preventable. Usually they start you out around 50 getting those colonoscopies, so that's a very important thing to do. When I turned 50, I had my first one. A couple more years, I'll have another one. So we'll just keep an eye on things like that. But that's something that we should learn from Kenny Stabler. Another thing is, yes, he was a great quarterback. He slung it around left-handed. He had rules put in the NFL because of the way he played.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They were one of those game-winning drives was the fumble Ruski to Dave Casper in the end zone as he was going down. So, that came along with the rule that you can no longer fumble forward and be recovered for a gain. It'll come back to the point where the ball was fumbled. Since that was the last play of that game and Casper fell on the ball and they won the game, the NFL saw fit to change the rules. So there's not very many people that actually have that big of an impact on the game that actually changes the rules.
I did not know that.
Kenny Stabler did that. And he was also, for years, was the color guy for the Alabama Radio Network. Eli Gold and Kenny Stabler were up until the last couple of years. Of course, Kenny's health got the better of him, and he had to step down. But he is always an entertaining presence on the radio if you were to listen to Alabama radio calls for the Crimson Tide football season. It was always a joy. And, of course, he had we went to the pros with the Raiders. One of his targets was Fred Biletnikoff, and I had the pleasure of meeting Fred Biletnikoff at the Super Bowl over in Johnson City a couple of years ago. And some of the stories he told about Kenny, you can't tell just anywhere.
On a family show.
Exactly. But they were certainly entertaining. And, that team truly was a team of misfits, but they came together and were able to accomplish great things together. And, of course, the leader of that offense was Kenny Stabler. I understand why John Madden said what he said about wanting, if you had one quarterback, wanting Stabler because he did the job, and it wasn't a fluke. He repeated it over and over and over and over a good career. So it's just a sad thing to see him go. 69, when we were born, Tom, 69 was probably about the life expectancy of a man. That's not the way it is anymore. Most people are living now into their 80s. We're creeping up and creeping up. A lot of that has to do with the decline in smoking. but there's a lot of other things that are going on in it too. We've got a lot better healthcare system. We're blessed in the Tri-Cities region to have a fantastic healthcare system, and people have been taking advantage of it. Our life expectancy is getting older and older, so now the 69-year-old death, it sounds like a young man has passed away. And in a lot of ways that's fitting in this case, because I think for a lot of folks, Kenny Stabler will always be young. They will always see him out there on that football field playing the game that he loved so well, and carried it on into his profession, actually, of being the color guy for the Alabama Radio Network.
The Snake.
Yes.
Tell Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. I know he's going to get back to the shop before I let you go. Again, it's going to be another hot, muggy week. It's supposed to be in July. Tis this season. A lot of water that you can purchase, and you need to stay hydrated. Tell us about the water opportunities you can purchase again from Max Medicine Mart.
Absolutely. And, Tom, I've really been hitting the water hard this last month or so. The one I have right here right now is the Aqua 9 Hydrate. And what I like to do with it is I get actually here at Food City, a little Mayo Energy, little black cherry drops, and you can put that in your water, flavor it up a little bit. But I get the Aqua 9 Hydrate. I got a pH of 9+. It's a purified water with electrolytes. As we sweat, we lose not only our fluid, but we also lose our electrolytes, things like potassium, sodium. Those can affect the way your body performs. So it's important to stay hydrated. All your organs rely on those that water and the hydration. We also got some cases of that in this morning. In fact, I was loading it up and almost needed to go to the durable medical equipment section and get a hernia support, lifting those cases of water. But we've got the Aqua 9 Hydrate. We've got some cases of Penta water in. We got some of the essential water in. So we've got lots of different cases of water. If you're interested in that, we've got individual bottles. But if you get those case prices, you can actually save yourself an extra 10%. So it's a great way to get some good quality water, or good quality H2O, as the water boy used to say. And so that's the Aqua 9 Hydrate water, a great water as well. But come on into Max Medicine Mart. We can make sure that you have that hydration that's so important, not only for organs like your heart, liver, and lungs, but even your brain. They've shown that just a minimal amount of dehydration can cause fuzzy thinking, your slower reaction time. So it's important when you're out here taking advantage of the Funfest that you stay hydrated. Make sure you have as good a brain function as you can have, Tom. I know you and I can't afford any deficit at all, so we want to make sure that we stay hydrated.
Best we can.
Absolutely, brother. Make sure that brain is functioning as well as it can, and that's what you do when you hydrate yourself with water, and you can get some great deals on that at Max Medicine Mart.
Make tracks to Max. You're open 7 days a week. Give me the hours you're open, my friend.
Tom, Monday through Friday, we start off at 8 in the morning and go until 7. On Saturdays, we start off at 8 and go until 6. And Sundays, 1 to 5. So for all your healthcare needs, whether it be water or natural factors at 20% off, make tracks to Max.
And this time, in honor of Ken Stabler, I will say, roll Tide.
God bless you.
The Raiders. Oh, yeah, that's my boys. Thank you, my friend.
Tom, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Oh,
and
sir.
Nice to see you face-to-face for a change.
Yeah.
Yes, we do things over the phone sometimes, but, it takes somebody about like me, Tom, to enjoy seeing your face. So
we're going to bring this to your place, too.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it.
We're coming to Max Medicine Mart.
Good
Bring
deal.
the show there. So in the not-too-distant future.
All right, look forward to it, and hopefully we'll have you in our new building, too.
That's exactly right. Good job. Appreciate Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max. Quick break. We'll come right back. We, as promised, talk a little Floyd Mayweather boxing, and the boys are going down in flames next. It's the quiz show. College football is the topic. Huey and Dewey over here, Horace and Cody. Ain't going to happen, boys. You're going to hear a big fat boom. They're not going 5 for 5. We'll do it next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Kingsport Cabinetry installs cabinets and countertops all over the 3-state region. Owner Richard Isaac says they work with both commercial and residential customers and love to help remodel existing homes.
What we do is if somebody comes in and wants to do a remodel, of course, they've got an existing home, existing kitchen. It might be a bathroom, whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll come out and take a look at their project. We'll do the measuring for them, come back in. While I'm at the home, I'll get the ideas that they want to incorporate into the kitchen, into the bathroom. We'll come back, we'll draw it up for them, have them come in for a meeting and go over everything with them. And once the drawings and stuff are approved, then we'll start the pricing process. We'll find out what kind of wood they want to use, what kind of countertops. Do they want Corian? Do they want granite? Do they want laminate countertops?
Kingsport Cabinetry. Quotes are free. Call today, 247-6134, 247-6134.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
Well, yes, I got told. We are back ready to go. We have, thanks again, Dr. Barry Wall from Max Meadows Mart. We're ready for the quiz show, and we are about to hit the music and watch these boys go down in flames here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Oh, there's the Big Daddy Dale Hammett. There he is. Look at them legs. I'm telling you what. Come over here. Don't start that music yet. Come over here, Big Daddy. I want them to see them pretty legs. It ain't up me to whip a man. Hey, Hammett. That would be your store manager of the Food City in Gray, the Big Daddy Dale Hammett. He's in there shopping with his lovely bride, and it ain't up me to whip a man right here. So
he's shopping in another Food City.
Well, he's down there Funfesting.
Oh, okay.
So, it's Funfest. This is home office today because the parade's right outside.
Go out the door.
Yeah,
Funfest.
Yeah. We're going to go We're going to go another way. We're not going back up Center Street to go home. Unless we may be
in the parade. You know, they got the big shopping cart out there.
Yeah, the Food City shopping cart is here.
You think they'll let me drive it?
No.
No.
Hello, Mrs. Hammond. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm doing well, and you?
Good. Very good.
As Big Daddy Dale's official spokesperson.
Yes.
He told me to tell you there are no autographs today.
No autographs today. I want to. Do we have time to let him sit down for a minute and talk? What? Wait a minute. Look in the camera and say.
He's about too tall to see in the camera.
Yeah, you can't see him.
Yeah.
His head's cut off.
I'm coming your way soon. I'm bringing this to your place soon.
I'll be there.
All right, and we'll call you soon. Happy Funfesting. Hey, we need a manager for the Reds. Can you do it?
Kind of busy this week.
He's a piece of work.
Said he can do it from the house.
He can do it from the house.
There you go.
It's about as bad as Brian Price, really. So, all right, we got Mayweather. We keep talking about him. We're going to get to him in just a second. Let's get this quiz show over with. Gentlemen, hit the music. Let's have fun with this. Here we go. You believe this show's almost over? It is unbelievable how fast this thing goes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're running right down it's almost 2:30. We're doing a quiz show.
I know. Quiz show. Here we go. All right, who are we playing for? Let's see. I need to come up with somebody. How about...
you don't get to pick. We're the ones.
What pick? Go ahead.
David Holtzclaw.
David Holtzclaw.
There we go.
Hosey?
Hosey.
All right.
I keep playing for him. I got to win some sooner or later.
It's not going to be today. So here we go. Question number one, the quiz show. We're going to try and get a Hosey and oil change from American Import and Auto Repair. Try and get him some free food that he can throw down the child. Cracker Barrel.
Yes, he can.
Also get him a free haircut, which wouldn't take long because he's down to a buzz cut now, isn't he? Pretty much.
Yeah, but he's got that big old goatee growing
Got that goatee. He can trim that goatee the Gator Man can. And then also get him, what else am I leaving out here? Oh, some free passes to take him and Jennifer to Bays Mountain Park and the kids. So Here we go. Question number 1, college
Number
football.
1.
Cody, are you
Here
ready?
we go.
Hey, I'm ready to hit it, son. Let's go.
All right, here we go. College football. Question number 1. It's Tennessee football.
Uh-oh.
True or false? Tennessee has lost to the Georgia Bulldogs, my football team, 6 straight times. Is that true or false? Looking for the number.
I say that's false.
That's false.
False?
False.
Yep.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Hit the bell. All right.
Yeah, I know that one's false.
All right. That would be they've lost to them 5 times.
Yep.
All right. Number 2, college football. They're all college football. Number 2, the number 1 defense in the country last year, the number 1 team defense in America, college football Division I, true or false, was the Clemson Tigers. Is that true or false?
Oh, man.
How? A
You
one
would
for
think
the
if you
money?
had the number
No, that's
one
actually, I think
You
it's
think it's
true.
true?
Yeah.
1 for the money?
Yeah.
2
would
for
say
the
that.
show?
Yeah, it's true.
This is on you, man.
3
Yeah,
to get ready
I
and
think it
go,
was
cat
true.
go.
True.
True?
Yeah.
Clemson, the number 1 defense in the country last year. You say true.
Yeah.
I say ring the bell.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. I
All
remember
right.
that one.
All right, question number 3, college football. Les Miles, 8-5 last year. This ties his worst record ever as a coach at LSU. 8-5.
8-5 last year.
Yeah, so in 8-5, that ties his worst record as a coach at LSU.
I don't think LSU's done that bad since he's been there.
Also, 1 for the money.
I think when did Les Miles get there? 06.
2 for the show.
05, 06.
Also, baby, 3, get ready and go,
Man, this is a
okay,
toughie.
go. This is
I'm going to say
Elvis.
that's true, too.
You're going to say that's true? This one's on you, man.
No, this one's on me.
This
no,
one's on you.
no. He's laughing over there. He's laughing.
Oh, this is going to be good.
See here.
Also,
You
1.
said 7-5, Tom.
No, 8-5.
8-5. Don't change the question, Cody. 8-5.
8-5 marks
I'm going to do what he does to me all the time.
1 for the
Would
money.
you repeat the question?
2 for the show. 3 to get ready and go, okay, go.
Repeat the question.
Question is, Les Miles went 8-5 last year. It ties his worst record as a coach at LSU.
8-5.
True or
I think
false?
he's gone at least one other time 8-5. Do you
See
think he's
here.
ever gone 7-6?
I know he won. I know, like, his first couple of years he did really good because he
Boy,
won
the
the national
smoke's
championship.
coming out of these boys' ears over here. I like it.
And then
Uh-huh.
7-5. I think
Mhm.
7-5 is his worst record. 8-5 is his worst record.
All right.
So I'm
I want to say true. We're going to go. We're
We're going
together on this.
true.
We're going true.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Hit the bell.
Hey!
All right. Okay. Number
3 for
4.
3, big guy.
You nitwits over here. You got to have 2 of them to do it. All right. Question number 4. College football. They're all college football. This is the Big Ten. The last time Michigan State won the Big Ten title was, true or false, 2013. True or false? Last time Michigan State won the Big Ten title was 2013. True or false?
2013.
1
They
for
went
the
to the
money.
Rose Bowl.
2 for the show.
They didn't go last year.
Oh, baby, this
Didn't
is
go
Elvis.
last year.
I think they went the year before.
Year before was when they beat Ohio State.
I think it's true.
I think it is true.
Last time Michigan State.
Because I think they went to the Rose Bowl the
Because
year before last.
Michigan State had to ruin somebody's chances, and they did.
Yes.
So I think it's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Last time Michigan State won the Big Ten title was 2013. You say what?
True.
We say true.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Hit the bell.
Hey!
All right.
One more,
Alrighty.
big guy. One
Here
more.
we go. Here we go. Final question, college football. All right. SEC football.
SEC.
My Georgia
SEC.
Bulldogs.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep. Last time they won the Southeastern Conference title, 2009. True or false? 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
Wait, what year did Tebow graduate?
Tennessee won it in 2008.
Tennessee won it 2008, and then I think Florida may have won it 2009 with Tebow.
Yeah.
So I think Florida may have won the SEC. I think that one's false.
Yeah, I think that's false.
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 Is that your final answer?
Final
That's our
answer.
Georgia won the Southeastern Conference in 2000. Last time they won it was 2009. You're saying that's false.
That is false.
2009. I think
Are you
Florida-
sure?
Positive.
Or you want to make sure? What are you over there looking? Wait a minute. You've been looking up stuff.
I ain't looking up
no,
nothing.
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. We'll make sure. One more time. Georgia
He's sweating it.
won the Southeastern. No, I'm not sweating it. I'm going to be okay either way. Georgia won the Southeastern Conference. Last time they won it was 2009. Is that true or false?
Tennessee won it in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, no, it wasn't Georgia the following year.
No.
No.
I still think it's false.
Yeah, we think it's false.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Hit the bell.
Hey,
all right.
5 for 5. Now get the 5 for 5 in there too.
Get the 5 for 5. Okay.
Hosey gets an oil change.
All righty, there we go. We got that over with. So Hosey gets an oil change, and we'll put that under Cody's name now, not Horse's.
Oh no, we get half. We get
no.
I gotta get my fraction. I gotta get my fraction.
There's no halves on the scoreboard. You get
okay.
Cody,
being the sport that I am.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to concede.
You ain't conceding
and
nothing.
He's going to get the win.
Cody's on the board, baby. Hey, and even better news, Tom. I got the okay for Phil's green pit.
Oh, okay. We're getting ready to. Oh, baby, we're getting ready to do some serious grubbing here in a few minutes. All right, so congratulations, gentlemen. I'll have to give you that. Let's see. I mean, these people send a bunch of hogwash. They better be getting some booms on there or something. Because when I do it, that's all I hear about. So, Gator, break the rule. This is what.
Oh, yeah, he's mad because I cheated on him. I got Cody as my sidekick today.
Oh, he's talking about Pete Rose. I'm sorry. All right, then we got the Apester. That guy on camera eating is hilarious, okay?
Oh, he's talking about Dr. Barry Walton.
I think that's one of our sponsors, Apester. Thank you. And then I'm right behind you. That was Greg Taylor, so okay. Now, apparently the pictures have already elicited. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone on there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and we've also got Greg Taylor playing drums. The video is up.
There we go. We've got all kinds of responses already to the videos. So here we go. Good job. Thank you. Good job, Cody. All right, the boys did it. The lads down the table did well. They got a 5 for 5, and so Mrs. V will be excited. Megan will be excited. I'll have to hear about it. So I'm not excited. So
were we right about Florida winning it in 2009 though?
I don't know. 2005 was the correct answer. So.
2005.
Yeah, you said false. Last time Georgia won, it was 05. So
okay.
So
it don't matter. We won.
Okay. Note to self, Tom: we'll never do college football with these nitwits again because they're pretty good at it. So,
dude, I play college. Hey, I play a college football game every year. I'm on it.
I didn't know that. I should have done. I should have done croquet.
Hey, I can play some croquet too.
Or soccer or something. All right. Hey, it's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are
hit the show thing.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we forgot to close out on this big guy.
We got him flustered over there.
There you go. That's it. So Holtzclaw gets him an oil change.
Here we go. We got to celebrate.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, baby.
What do I get? Nothing. So I'm just okay.
I'm a good sport.
I'll gag on this water over here. No, that's okay. I didn't do it. Let's see. When I go 5 for 5, I get.
Those are softball questions. Those are so
easy.
easy.
Open that for you?
I got it. I got a little tender hands. Hey.
Yeah. You got tender hands? Okay. Hello, Richard Brown. How you doing, sir?
Oh, man, that's good stuff.
Long time no see. How are you? Doing good? Doing great? Yeah. Getting ready to go Funfesting? Absolutely. That is your daughter that was at one point, wasn't that long ago, holy smokes, grown up. She's what now, 11? 13 today. What's her first name? Julia. Have her come over and I'll sing to her. Okay.
Ooh.
Julia, come here a minute, please.
Scary.
Here we go. No, you guys are going to help me.
No.
Yeah, we're going to sing to her. Today she is 13 years old, Julia Brown. So why don't we just do total humiliation, guys, and sing to her, all right? Here we go.
I
Ready?
don't sing.
Well, Cody, help me out.
Okay.
You're riding with me. You're going to sing, all right?
I got you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Julia. I should have told you that.
I know.
Happy birthday to you and many more. How about that? On live internet around the world. How many countries? 7?
I don't know, 6 or 7.
7 countries, about 18 states. Just heard us sing to Julia. How about that? Now, what do you want to do for your birthday? What's Dad going to get you for your birthday?
Well, I got a necklace.
You got a necklace? Do you have it on?
Well,
I want to see it. Dad got her a necklace. That is too cool. Dad and Mom, I guess, are just, I love it. Look here. This is going to be cool. And she is so proud of this. Oh, that's the other one. Man, she's racked up. She's got more than one present. I love this.
Dad just opened his wallet, too. Looks like she gets some more.
Dad just opened his wallet, yeah. Wow, Julie, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Horace, put that up everything see it on the camera. This young lady has turned 13 and got herself a beautiful necklace.
There we go.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sterling silver and a...
I'm not sure it says it on
I don't know. It says, I don't have my glasses, it says Tanzalite. That is awesome. Well, happy birthday. And going to the Funfest parade.
No.
No?
No. Funfest people.
Okay. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is really cool. Now, what grade will you be in?
8.
At what school? Samir Middle School. A warrior. How about that? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And your daddy's proud and mama's everybody's proud, right?
We're all proud.
13 years old. That's awesome. You got sung happy birthday to 3 guys that can't sing a lick. So there you go. That's good.
Hey, Mama told me I could sing.
Yeah, Mama said we can sing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you, Julia. You made my day. Happy birthday. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we're live here at Food City on Clinchfield in downtown Kingsport. Here's some specials I want to tell you about. Again, I got the South Carolina peaches at 99 cents a pound. You got the red or rainier cherries for $2.99 a pound. Fresh strawberries, $1.99. Loving this produce at Food City. Fresh blueberries, $1.50 for a dry pint. General Mills Cheerios for $1.99. Also, you have out of the meat department, you got the Bistro Deli Classic Meats. Got those on sale. The Deli Fresh Macaroni Salad for $1.99 a pound. And also seafood. They sell a lot of seafood at Food City. Tilapia loins for $4.99. Cooked shrimp for $9.99 a pound. And also you got the pork sirloin chops for $2.99 at your local Food City. Again, those are good through Tuesday of next week. Of course, we're at Food City, as we said, in downtown Kingsport on Clinchfield Street. It's a Tom Taylor Sports Show. Horace, what's going on with your boy Floyd Mayweather? What's he done?
We hadn't done anything.
I thought he did something. Yeah, he didn't pay something the other day. We talked about that.
That's right. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
He forgot to pay the World Boxing Organization their cut.
By the way, hold that thought. Pass me them cinnamon sugar things.
Oh, you want a cinnamon sugar thing?
There you go. Go ahead now. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
He forgot to pay the World Boxing Organization their cut of the purse, which was $200,000.
That's pocket change to
That's
Mayweather.
Pocket change to. I know it. I know it's like handing out of 20 to him, but he didn't do it, so they stripped him of his belt.
How stupid could you be?
I'm telling you. I mean,
who dropped the ball and his entourage didn't pay that?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
He should have been on top of it, but he wasn't, and so he's losing his belt. Now he's got one more fight evidently he wants to do, and Showtime has the rights to that, but Showtime is owned by CBS, and CBS has made it known that they may want to broadcast it, so his final fight that he does in his career, according to him, may be free to everybody that wants to watch it, which will save about $100 a head.
Yep, $100. Yep, pay-per-view, $100 a TV set, I guess. So when is this coming up? Do you know?
I don't think they've set a date yet, and he hasn't even determined who they're going to fight. So
won't be Pacquiao, do you think?
No.
I don't know. They may bring it back because apparently Pacquiao had a bum shoulder when he fought Mayweather, so that's why he lost.
Now, don't you find it interesting? You haven't heard anything about Pacquiao, the guy just disappeared, had shoulder surgery. There's not been anything said in the media about this guy. He's just disappeared. Why would that be?
That's because he's a non-issue anymore.
Well, I know, but I mean, you at least get a medical update.
He's irrelevant.
I know he's irrelevant, but at
so
least
why
get a
talk about him?
Well, because he's going to come back. He said at some point he'd come back and box again. Maybe not Mayweather, but somebody. But normally they everybody like that stays.
He needs to focus on whoever wins the. Well, he may be in the tournament, to win that belt now. Who knows?
A lot of times they keep everybody under the microscope for months on end, but I haven't heard anything about Pacquiao. Did he even have the surgery? I guess he did.
Beats me.
Yeah. I mean, it's
beats me.
Kind of funny how the guy just dropped off the radar screen. But anyway, Mayweather's got one more fight left, and who's in charge of it? CBS, is that right?
CBS is they own Showtime, and Showtime has got the rights to the fight. So it looks like CBS may trump and broadcast the fight live nationwide.
It's a Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're on the road at Food City on Clinchfield Street in Kingsport on this Friday. Last week we were on Eastman Road in Kingsport. We'll be going to another Food City next week, and I'm thinking it's going to be in that direction in the Johnson City market. Of course, Food City has Bristol and the Tri-Cities, Bristol, Kingsport, and Johnson City market. So maybe a Big Daddy Dale store. It may be Piney Flats. There's talk we may be in Piney Flats next week. So
Gator's really having a hard time today.
Is he struggling?
He's struggling. He's a little upset.
He's upset at me or you?
Well, I think he's upset at me.
Well, that's nothing
He says
new.
I cheated on him because I got somebody else to come in and play the game with him with the quiz show.
Oh, got to help.
And we won.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking a sarsaparilla. So
why would that hurt his feelings?
Because he's the one that we used to do the show.
Sarsaparilla. You're right. I got you. That's the one. That's when I used to take it from you boys all the time.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
we finally win one.
He finally won
He's
one.
not
He-
here.
he got his feelings hurt. That's a good segue.
I'm sorry, Gator.
Gator, I will be a lifeline for you next time as long as it's college
for heaven's
football.
sakes.
As long as it's
Oh.
college football.
Here we go.
I'm
Now
all in.
We've opened up a can of worms now. Cody's gotten feeling his oats down there on the end of the table. It's a Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell me, do a little testimonial about Cherokee Barbershop, would you please, there, Horace?
Cherokee Barbershop there on South Roan Street next to Tipton Haynes Farm. Old-fashioned barbershop. Walk in, you're going to have to wait because there's usually somebody in the chair. And you get in there and you get your turn. You sit down. You pay $11 for a cup of coffee. Then you get your hair cut free. Gives you a good old-fashioned haircut. Shaves your neck. And if you want to shave, he'll lay you back and lather you up several times and heat that beard up nice and soft. And use a straight razor. Good old-fashioned haircut and shave.
So is he pouting today is what you're telling me still?
Yeah. By the way, he says he took his goodie bag, too. He says you took it because there was a brownie in it. You took the brownies.
That's what it was. It's food.
So
this is a perfect time to have this lovely lady come in here.
Who we got?
This will be, she just put on these cans, this will be the lovely manager from Colonial Heights Food City. Man, it's
Whoa.
like the all-star team here. We had Big Daddy Dale Hammond a few minutes ago. Where is Turtle? Have you seen Turtle?
Well, he's too busy chauffeuring people around on the golf cart this afternoon, so.
Tell me he probably would be, so, and I totally understand that. Now, for folks out there who have no clue, of course, Food City's getting ready. Tell us about the Funfest Parade. Starts at 6:30. Where are they lining up at?
Yes, we are lining up over in front of Domtar. We're lining up there on the back street in front of the train station. The crossroads are still open, so you can get to businesses back there.
Cody, get your picture. Take your picture and put it on Facebook, please. Social media of this lovely lady. She is our store manager in Food City in Colonial Heights, Mrs. Misty. And if you would, please, sir, snap that picture. And we've already had feedback of the other
Make sure
pictures
you spell
we've taken.
Mrs. Misty right.
MRSMISTY. Leave me alone. God. Why do I bring him? Because I love him. Give me some taters. All right. So tell me some special. You're in the Colonial Heights store. What has been a red-hot special since what's a no-brainer since the sale paper came out, I should say?
Well, we've got a new program where you can buy 4, save 4, and
Okay.
that's been very popular because in the past we've done the.
Wait a minute, Cody. Stop right there. We got to look at the camera.
Oh.
There you go. Is she so photogenic? All right, here we go.
I
Now,
thought we were just doing live action shots.
oh no,
so, you know.
we're on live camera right here.
Here, give her the drumsticks. That's live action.
Going all over the world. Yeah. Put those down. Leave him alone. Hold those, would you? Before I drop, stick it in his ear. Go ahead, ma'am. Thank you. I won't interrupt you anymore. Go.
Well, in the past, we've done the buy 10, save $5 on our mega deals. We're doing something a little different this time. Buy 4, save $4. A lot of good deals. We've got everything from fresh fruit to washing detergent on that list. So, a lot of good deals there. Fresh strawberries are going to be $1.99 when you buy 4, and you can mix and match these items. So,
Awesome.
it's actually pretty good deals.
Got blueberries. Is that you? Are you ringing?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's probably Tommy.
I'm not surprised. Look, want to know where you are.
Yep.
It's not. Is it him?
No.
Oh, okay. So blueberries, strawberries. What else? On the buy 4, save 4.
Tide laundry detergent, $3.99. Can't beat that. That's a really good deal. That is for the 46 to 50 ounce container. General Mills Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios. Can't beat those either. Those are delicious. And some Charmin toilet paper.
There you go. Got to have some TP. Always got to have TP in the house. No question. Talking to Mrs. Misty again from Food City. Of course, in her store's Food City in Colonial Heights, which will be there in the not-too-distant future broadcasting. Produce, got it on sale. Got some chicken on sale. Soda pops. Tell me about it.
Well, we've got our Holly Farms chicken. That's our family packs. It's the larger pack, so you get a little better deal, 99 cents a pound on those. That's the split breast chicken, so they still have the bones and everything in those. We have our South Carolina peaches now, 99 cents a pound. Those are pretty good. And we also have cherries, red or Rainier cherries for only $2.99, which is it's a pretty hot deal too, because usually they are $5 to $6.99 a pound on those.
So if I could whip one up for you, would you rather me make you a peach cobbler or a cherry cobbler?
A peach.
Like peach?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
Peach all the way.
I can make them too. I can make a peach cobbler. A mean peach cobbler.
You can. Okay, I'll trade you a blackberry pie for a peach cobbler.
Yeah, never mind.
And some ice cream.
What do I set the oven on to cook them, to bake them? To bake a cobbler, what would I set it on? 250?
No.
420?
I would say about $3.75 to $3.50.
Nah. I don't know. Then I don't know. I'll burn the house down.
When was the last time your oven's even been turned on?
Last time I turned the oven on at my house?
Yeah.
You want to know the God's honest truth? May.
That's pretty good. That's not too long ago. So
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
People feed Tom all the time. He don't need to cook.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Out of the meat department, great weekend to grill out. Got some ground round and got some others. Tell me about that, would you please?
Yeah, the ground round, it is for 3 pounds or more. That's $3.99 a pound this week.
Nick, how you doing,
excellent for grilling burgers, not too fatty, not too lean. We also have our sirloin steaks, that is the select for $5.99 a pound. We also have the Angus for $6.99 a pound. It's a good alternative if you want to go a little cheaper route than a strip or a ribeye.
Can't beat it. Again, Food City got great meat prices and soft drinks on sale. Bakery Deli got a peanut butter silk pie. Is that right?
Have you tried that yet?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing, wonderful.
See, when I come out there, you feed me. I don't. We don't get much down here.
Well, if you would just go to the right store.
Ooh.
Touche.
Wow. Let me think. Misty won, Tom nothing. If you would go to the right store. We all three went, whoa. There you go. Okay. Note to self. Boys, Colonial Heights. We'll circle that and highlight that one for the next.
Right.
There we go. We're coming to Colonial Heights. You got room for this big table?
Of course. We'll make room.
Well, there you go. We're on our way. We're coming. All right? A few more, ma'am, and I'll let you go. I know. By the way, Cody, you want a Funfest T-shirt. You want this one like this color? You want the light blue one? Well, I got to turn you up. Where are you here? You're on.
He's right here.
Yeah,
there
go ahead.
Go.
Which
Sorry.
one, Cody?
I said either one would work with me. I'm not picky when it comes to a shirt.
All right. Did you get out of the Funfest store?
No, actually. Oh, thank you, Jack. Actually, this was handed to me to wear today.
There you go.
By Tommy. He got this for me. Wasn't that nice?
Well, it was nice of Turtle. He's so sweet.
That way we can all match.
There we go. We all look good together. All right. A few more specials, and I know whatever's in that cooler, they're waiting on it, I'm sure, somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
I've got to go ice down all the workers over there. They're getting hot.
Okay. It is hot outside, all right.
It is. We've got a few good deals. Buy one, get one free. Our Food Club potato chips 10-ounce bag, or buy one, get one free. Kay's novelty ice creams, which are like fudge bars and brown cows, things like that. Buy one, get one free. Our premium home-style ice cream in the 48-ounce tub, and we also have some Doritos. Can't go wrong there.
Buy one, get one.
That's right.
Now, you've got to Meet the Rebels coming up later in the summer. Have you all set the date on that yet?
I think we have, but I don't know. Do you know when it is? Meet the Rebels. What the date is?
It's on the 13th.
13th. August 13th.
Meet the Rebels, South Rebel football team, on August 13th at Food City in Colonial Heights.
Actually, we're not doing it at Food City this year. We're going to do it at the Rebel Stadium.
Oh,
we've kind of outgrown the Food City parking lot, and so it's. I
think that's a good move.
It's doing an awesome event with all our little teenagers. A lot of them work for us, so we're going to move it out to the school for a lot of different reasons.
There you go. Meet the Rebels August 13th at the football stadium.
That's right.
Solomon's House. Very good. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be.
Breaking news. Are you surprised?
Florida State cannot catch a break.
Florida State starting running back accused battery of 21-year-old woman, according to the Tallahassee Democrat. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't stop down in Florida State, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. I lost my train of thought. I thought it was something earth-shattering. Well, I guess it is earth-shattering to some, but. I'll see you tomorrow at Funfest, the Crazy Eights.
Yes, I'll be there.
Food City will be passing out on the third base dugout inside the stadium. They will have
bananas
and energy bars.
And then for the kids runners, we do have juice.
There you go. That'll be tomorrow. Going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. You'll be there?
I'll be there.
Going to put you on the microphone in the stadium, so be ready.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'll
be practicing.
There you go. Well, I'll bring that, and you can talk about that and how wonderful the Food City Colonial Heights store is.
That's right.
And when we come there, we get fed.
That's right. We take care of you.
Road trip, boys. We're going to Colonial Heights.
Yep.
All right.
There's food
there, right?
See.
There's food involved. We're in.
God, it's like I travel with animals at the zoo. Just give them food, and they're happy as pigs in slop. Mrs. Misty, thank you, dear, for stopping by here, as always. Fun festing? Ready to go?
Well, a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, got you. Well, thank you. I know you got to get going, and I appreciate you bunches. And we will be at your store in the near future.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Love it,
All
love
right.
it, love it. Nice lady. She's the best. She's our buddy, Mrs. Misty from Food City in Colonial Heights. Cody, tell me about Braxton Miller, Ohio State quarterback. He thinks he's going to get some playing time. Tell me about it.
Yeah, Braxton Miller said yesterday that he plans to stay at Ohio State because that is his home and he plans to finish there. But my argument is you've been out for 2 years, buddy, so you've got to – you're third string right now. So you got to make your way up through J.T. Barrett and Cordell. So – He's got a little bit to go. I mean, it's possible he could do it again, but I think he should have took that transfer request to Alabama.
Who's the guy who won the national championship for him?
Cordell Jones.
He's your starting quarterback.
Yeah, easily. I mean,
he's earned it.
The guy came in at the end of the season and pretty much won their last 4 or 5 games, and led them to a national championship.
Why would he think he's going to be the starting quarterback of Ohio State when he didn't? I mean, Cordell Jones gets you the national championship. He's your starting quarterback.
Yep.
Period. He's earned it.
Yep. That's my argument too. And there was talk that Braxton Miller may have transferred to Alabama, and I think he should have took that offer.
So Braxton Miller gets hurt. Then JT got hurt, right?
Yep.
And then the third one, his name escapes me, he gets hurt.
Yep.
So they hand the ball to Cordell Jones. He leads him to the national championship. It is his team till further notice. He's earned it right. Forrest, agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah.
The guy earned the right to start.
Yeah. I mean, Braxton Miller, if I go down, and you go down, and Cody does the show, then when we come back, it's Cody's show till I earn my stripes, get back in here. Well, no, that's not quite how it works, but yeah, that was not a very good comparison. But anyway, Braxton Miller, come on, Hoss, you got hurt. You're out. Your replacement took you to the national championship, your football team. So again, retell me the story. He expects playing time. Is that right?
Yeah, he said he's going to stay at Ohio State because, he said that's where he started, so that's where he wants to finish, which I can agree with that. But at the same time, he said from the thing I read, said he expects to play. Not now from that, I don't know if he means that he expects since he's staying that Urban Meyer's going to put him in, or if he expects that, he's going to give 100% and try to get back to the starting position and take it over again.
I don't know. Okay, I'm missing something here, but anyway, if I'm Urban Meyer, of course, he went on back and forth during spring practice about who's going to be his quarterback. Why would you not give it to the guy who you handed him the ball and he delivered? He won you the national championship. Why would he not automatically be the returning starting quarterback till further notice? He's earned it.
I think he will be.
I mean, what am I missing here? I mean,
the difference between Braxton Miller and Cordell Jones is Braxton Miller can run the ball, and Cordell Jones can run it. He's just a big old cornbread fed boy. So he can run you over, but he ain't got the speed that JT does or Braxton Miller does.
All right. Horace?
That's totally two different offensive schemes, and I guess Urban Meyer's going to have to decide which way he's going to go. Does he want the mobile quarterback and that type of offense, or does he want the drop back offense that got him to the national championship there at the end of the season last year?
There you go.
So, I mean, bottom line is how you going to play your game.
Bottom line is the Raiders montage. Just win, baby. Ohio State won with Cordell Jones. He's your man.
Yep. And go ahead.
I was going to switch gears. We got about 6 or 7 minutes left on the show. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. LeBron James signs for big money, staying in Cleveland. There again, this guy's – I don't know if he's earned it. I don't know if he earns the kind of money these guys are getting, but if anybody does, this guy's done it, in my opinion.
Well, LeBron, Cleveland would not have been in the finals last year if it hadn't been for LeBron. Period.
Exactly.
So if there's one player for one team that deserves, the paycheck, it would be LeBron.
Kyrie Irving.
I still think they're all overpaid, but still, that's beside the point.
Irving says if he's there, they win the finals. Cody, what do you think? Because he got hurt.
I agree. I agree completely. I mean, LeBron almost single-handedly took down Golden State by himself. And I mean, if he would have had, that's a team of 3 superstars. Kevin Love was out, Varejao was out, and Kyrie was out. So they were playing with one guy pretty much. And I mean, they had their bench players come alive for them, but. LeBron almost single-handedly took down the Golden State Warriors by himself. And if he would have had Kyrie, I think if he would have even had Love to help him out, I think it would have been a different game.
All right, so LeBron signs. What was the amount he signed for? Did you guys see? I had it, and the pooter jumped on me, and it was $43 million for 2 years. I know it's a 2-year option.
Yeah, I saw it as 2-year, and I think it was I think you're right around there. I know it was in the 40 range.
Let's see if I can find it here real quick. It's Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's Big here it is right here. Big LeBron re-signs with the Cavaliers. Let's see what they tell me here. It's
47.
$47 million for 2 years.
Yep.
There you go. So I believe he has a lot of money. He can come shop at Food City. I believe he's going to be okay. He's going
to buy him a couple of Food Cities.
He can buy a few bags of them sweet and salties, boys. Them cinnamon sugar. That's pretty good, Horace. You may have hooked me on that one.
That's good stuff, isn't it?
You're right. I'm kind of getting. I keep eyeing that bag, and it's way over on the other side of the table too. So
it's where it's going to stay for a while.
That's where it's going to stay. I got it. So. Hey, we've had a great time, as we always do, going to the different food cities. We're going to be, again, hitching up the horses and moving on next week. I don't know if it's going to be Friday. I think it's going to be a day earlier in the week to do the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Cody may not be able to come with us. He has previous work at his other job, so maybe Forrest and I are doing it. Are you around next week?
I'm around.
There you go. Maybe you
Not
and I.
Monday, but I'm around Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. So it'll be one of
Thursday.
those. One of those days. I don't think it's going to be Friday. I think it's going to be either a Wednesday or a Thursday of next week. So we'll let you know. But we're going to be back in studio on Monday. I'll be flying solo. And, of course, this weekend we've got a big weekend of racing at Sparta, Kentucky Speedway. Last night, Matt Crafton wins the truck series. Yet another truck this time breaks loose and goes up in the catch bench, catches it at Kentucky Speedway. Tonight, the Xfinity Series race, if they can get the track fixed in time. And then also tomorrow night will be the Cup Series. Brad Keselowski, the defending champ of the race. All that again happening, as we said, at Kentucky Speedway. And true or false, you think there'll be some Southern flags, you would think, at Kentucky Speedway this weekend, gentlemen?
I think the Confederate flag will be flying proud at every other race this year.
I think you're exactly right. I think it's the more they tell them to put it up, the more they're going to come out in full force.
You know, it's sad. Before we left to come over here, I was watching on Fox News the lowering of the Confederate flag there at the state capitol in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
It was sad.
In Columbia? Yeah.
Now, I rang in on this last week. You can, say what you want, but that flag is part of American heritage, period.
It is.
I mean, yes, maybe it stood for one thing or another. A lot of people think it stood for oppression, and okay, so be it. But men died for that flag. They were Americans, just as American as you or I. Yeah, it was Civil War, but they died. And that's heritage. That's part of what made this country.
It stood for a country. I mean, these people have succeeded. They started their own country. They had their state capital in Richmond. They had the president of the Confederacy, Jefferson Davis. They had their own flag. I mean, these folks had started, and their intent was to secede from the North. That's why they had the Civil War. So this was a country. They had their own song. I mean, they had their own currency. I mean,
but in the end, the North won. So
right.
In the end, America still stayed America, the United States.
Right.
But it's regardless, it's part of our heritage. It helped dictate who and what we are.
Yep.
So I mean, you
Cody?
can't take that. I mean, that's written in stone. I mean, it's there. You can't go back and change it.
Cody?
Yeah.
You want to chime in on this before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm not real happy about the situation because, like me and you mentioned earlier, even with like South Carolina being their football team, now that the Confederate flag's over, now they're able to, host events and stuff, and I hate that people are looking at it as a racial thing instead of looking at it as a, as a political thing, because the Confederate flag has nothing, unless you're one of those people, it has nothing to do with race. It has to do with the Confederate War and everything. So
nobody today thinks that flag stands for oppression. It's a South, it's Southern heritage, and that's what people fly it for, not because of what it stood for back in the Civil War. So I mean,
Now they're talking about taking them down out of state parks.
And I disagree with that, because those, like I said, those cemeteries, those families, those people, they died fighting for that flag, and that's part of that heritage too. So I just don't see it. I just can't. I can't endorse that.
Saw a thing on Facebook said, okay, if this is a reaction to slavery, then you ought to tear down the pyramids in Egypt because they were built by slaves. So I mean, see, it just gets crazy. It gets really, really, really ridiculous, and so.
Take away the Jefferson Memorial. Take away the Washington Memorial. There's so many things that can just go gone.
Yeah.
And
so,
it's part of our heritage, period.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just, get over it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the guy that committed the tragedy used a Confederate flag as his backdrop, and that is, despicable. What he did was despicable.
Uneducated. I
mean, you can get people ramped up pretty quick on either side of the fence on this one. But
well, and there's a lot of people too using this just as an excuse, as an excuse to create controversy. Period.
There you go.
And I'll leave a few of those nameless, but we know who we're talking about.
There you go. Well, on that note, it looks like it's the bewitching hour. We get the chance to step away. We do want to say thanks to our guests. Came by Dan Estes from Putt Putt, Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mark, Greg Taylor from Sinistry Wealth Management, Wells Fargo. Great sponsors and great friends, first and foremost, and sponsors in behind that. And, of course, Dan Estes. Guys, in one night, net $22,000 at a putt-putt golf tournament. That tells me, folks, embrace this tournament, embrace this cause. The St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital putt-putt tournament, August the 6th. So we certainly hope you'll plan to be a part of that. Gentlemen, it's been a great week. Thank you. Back in the saddle Monday for show number 101. Let me get that right before we take off here.
100 plus.
I know that, but I can do better than that. Let me tell you what, Cody, we're not going to be able to live with this guy. He wins the quiz show, and tomorrow or Monday will be 106. Today, we're wrapping up show number 105. Thanks to Cody, thanks to Horace, thanks to you for giving us a listen and a watch. Again, podcasting up in the Nebulous later on in iTunes and TuneIn Radio and the Stitcher phone app. Hit that music. We're gone. Have a great weekend. We're going to go Funfesting. As we tell you each and every time we do this show, win or lose, whatever you're going after, whatever you're trying to win or lose, be a good sport. For a horse, I want to be able to hear myself. Good grief. Quit drowning me out. I got stuff to say. Turn the thing down.
I was turning it down.
Good Lord.
It's gone.
It's gone. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Have a great weekend. Thanks for giving us a listen. See you Monday at 1 o'clock right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So long, everybody.